Hello and welcome to DnD Riiga session 72. We are a couple of weeks behind. They can't hear you yet. Yeah, that's right. I'm just talking to myself. But we are back with might be a shorter session today, but we're still going to play. We're waiting on T, but he's definitely going to show up. Definitely. I'm going to unmute you guys. And the summary is going to be done by Yul Yush. Take it away.
Thank you for not butchering my name. Yeah, I can vouch for T showing up 100%.
Excellent.
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil, he's here.
I will not.
Hello. What?
Why do you have echo effect?
What's with the reverb?
Oh, sorry. Kept that on. I forgot. Sorry.
I mean, it fits where we are, but it's unnerving.
Yeah, we all should just fucking equip reverb to fit the sewers.
Discord reverb mod.
Sorry guys.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Recap time.
Recap time.
Welcome. We began last session in a tavern called the Three Coins, right? Yeah, the Three Coins, where the party just witnessed a murder scene. And they were wondering if their two friends who were previously staying in that place managed to escape, were killed, or were captured. So the first however many minutes, hours, were spent investigating the crime scene, making sure all the marks or all the signs are found in order to come up with a plausible version of events that transpired in the place. And after carefully tracing all the steps, all the leftover remarks, such as a dead body of a bodyguard in front of one of the rooms, the party managed to figure out that it appears that whoever broke in and murdered the owners of the establishment wasn't very thorough, and our two friends, Henrik and Zarak, most likely managed to escape before the killer realized that they hid away in a small compartment. So after realizing that there's actually nothing to worry about in terms of their friend being in danger for the time being as they escaped, their plans, or rather their planning on what to do next, got interrupted by a city guard banging on the doors to the tavern inn. I guess it's more of an inn than a tavern. Yeah, inn. The entire party got a bit worried because, if they were found in this place, it would call for a lot of explaining. They would most likely get assumed to be responsible for this, right? So they quickly ran away using the back streets of the behind the building, and luckily enough, they managed to get away unnoticed. Presumably, as far as I can tell, nobody really noticed them being there. And when they managed to, once they found themselves in the middle of the city, they started thinking where to go next, where Zarak and Hennek would most likely end up seeking refuge. Aylmer even used his sending stone to check out the White Castle, or rather alert them that they could have two people coming by, but he quickly received a message back saying that nobody matching this description has shown up. So
which means
decided
the sending stone's been used twice today, which means it only has one shot left today. Just
isn't
letting
it a
people
total
know.
of 5?
No, it's a total of 3.
All right. Yeah, then there's
I-
only one left.
I do get a free receipt. I do get a free reply every time someone messages me, but I just figure that's an important statistic
It's-
for me to note.
Your sheet should be up to date. It says 3 out of 4.
Oh, okay, cool.
It wasn't free. Okay. Right. So the next step the party took was to check the sewers because they assumed that that would be the safest path to take for the two escapees. And oh boy, the sewers they took. For whatever reason, the party decided to put the person least familiar with the sewers in charge, Satsuka. And they spent a good amount of time going around in a Satsuka train, wandering, going wrong, taking wrong turns at every opportune moment, and in general, just doing more of a tour around the sewers and actual seeking of the missing people. But in the end, given how sewers are currently mostly abandoned, they did manage to catch a glimpse of a light in the distance. Prior to it, they heard some noises, but really wasn't too certain what the noises were. But eventually, a glimpse of a light, and as they slowly and carefully approached, they noticed familiar silhouettes. One of them being Henrik, talking to a man they didn't recognize, neither by voice nor by physical appearance, and didn't seem like Henrik is alerted. It didn't seem like Henrik is panicked. It didn't seem he's in danger. So the whole party decided to just casually approach, trying to figure out what the situation is, and it turned out that the man that the Henrik was talking to is actually not a hostile, not an enemy, at least so far doesn't seem to be, but a man from a distant land to the east who
Not
is
that
actually
distant.
Holy shit, that was
too
loud.
loud. Yeah, too loud.
Why? It's
Why-
not that distant. Okay.
Why is your gain so high? Oh my god.
I'll turn it down.
Put it down first, then talk. Okay.
Okay.
I can't.
It's a monkey.
My eardrums are bleeding. Okay. Yes, the man talking to the Henrik. The man introduced himself as a flame bearer and gave a brief description of his assignment as one being similar to a vanquish, but from a different place. Basically, dealing with hunting monsters and, untemplars, things like that, helping people. Yeah. After a quick exchange of information, they realize that they are currently sharing a common goal, which is, given the situation of the city being corrupt and run through with untemplars, yes, they decided to form an alliance, so to speak, and went through what they could do currently. What's the next meaningful step? The conclusion of a quick discussion was that because there are currently riots, which will take away guards from the usual places, they will go and try scouting important locations, such as Carson Institute or the Red Temple, one by one. And the first one to go will be Carson Institute. So everyone made their way through to the place, to the entrance, so to speak, to the underground part of the Carson Institute through the sewers. And we're currently navigating through a maze with traps to reach places which we haven't explored previously. And Henrik and Zarak, I believe, stayed back in the studio. I don't remember exactly where we left them.
That's
if
right.
anyone remembers. I think we just left them in the sewers, like wait out the riots and whatnot, and
Mm-hmm.
promised to like come back and take them with us. I don't think we told them to go and try to get into the rook. I don't think we told them to do so.
They are staying put.
So yeah, basically currently we are in the maze, full of traps, full of whatever else might be coming at us, and we're trying to make our way through. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Anybody want to add anything else to that? Very nice. In that case,
I just want a bit of context sake for where we're sitting in the catacombs. Like, which way did we come from? Which way are we heading? And where are the other 3 members of the party? Because I think I know that.
the other 3 members of the party. So, Flamebearer is in the lead. You are third. The other 3 are around the corner. And I
Okay.
believe Ruha just stepped on something.
May I have permission to move my owl just to get my bearings? Just
Have a look.
to where they are? Cool. Thank you.
Ruha,
Yes,
had you just stepped on something?
I had indeed.
Okay. The button is here. Or did you step on this one up here?
I stepped on the one up there when I was first going.
Oh. Okay. Well. I'm gonna go find out where everybody was at that point in time.
During the first little thingamabob?
Yep.
Because I think we were all still standing in this and we already took the damage, right?
Yeah, because I've already taken damage and we haven't been in any fights to my knowledge.
According to the messages you all sent me, they'd all taken damage last session.
Yeah.
A button was stepped on.
Yes.
Was that this
and then
one?
Time was froze. The
This is
Yeah.
the second button you stepped on.
okay, look, but time was frozen when I stepped on the second one.
So what happened was or T realized that he had stepped on the button, and afterwards had told you, like, "Oh, I just realized I stepped on this," so we had to go take damage because of it.
So that was resolved.
Mhm.
Okay,
We did
so,
take damage.
so there are no unresolved button steppings.
Not
That's my
yet.
knowledge.
Okay, cool. In that case, we are over to you 6.
We free to move?
Yes.
Just to clarify, would us 3 in the lead be able to hear what happened in the back? Like, how audible is the trap? and,
You,
the face
with how
and
quiet
stuff
this
is
place is, you would hear it. And probably see the light from it.
Alright.
Oh boy, someone stepped on the button.
That sounds like Ruha trying to redirect blame, if I know anything.
Alarm.
Could our intel be wrong?
I'm gonna jump.
Yep.
Mhm.
Someone definitely did step on it. Let's just move over this way.
Are you badly injured?
Well, I'm fine.
Nothing bad.
Alright, look, mistakes happen. However, I would advise you to take caution and move one at a time. Those corridors are dangerous. Alright?
See, I'm seeing Flamebearer, but I'm hearing Honzo. And I'm scared.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Hanzo. Totally. Incarnation of Hanzo. I don't know.
I'm gonna rejoin call real quick because my profile picture didn't
So-
update.
Sure.
So I have a question for the flame bearer if something doesn't work out of context. Has the flame bearer indicated he knows where he's going down here?
We've explored the other because we asked you as the person who previously scouted the area, like last time in the ruins.
Yes.
You were the one to like go the furthest into the edges of it. So we basically checked the other way, which you didn't go right first, and we found a
Yeah.
dead end. So now we're just basically checking the place where we could technically get to the Carson Institute. It's just a guess. We just
Yeah.
exhausted other options. That's how it is currently.
So I do recognize this hallway, I think.
Is there anything down here?
No plates in this. No
Okay.
plates around the next corner, but there is a statue coming up, so there will be another plate soon. I remember this one. This one got me last time.
That I believe. Which way do you reckon we should go?
Trajan, if I'm correct, we couldn't go to the left because the statue
Wait, hold
blocked the way. Is that accurate?
Left, you're right. The statue is it's not like 100% blocking it.
Yeah.
You could try and smash it or push it over or something like that to get past. It's obstructing the way, but it is possible to attempt to get around it.
Yeah, because we basically moved past the other one. Like the other one was also on the around the edge.
Diagonal one was a little different because that was against the wall.
I see.
So it's not like don't treat it like a stone door which is closed. It's more it's like an obstacle.
I went to I turned left here last time. I didn't go explore past this statue. I can have a quick look behind it if you'd like. I think I could slip past. You stay here with the others. I can see in the dark.
All right.
Can I try and slip past this thing?
What was that, Des?
Require a check, or will just take time?
What'd you say, Des?
Oh, I see. Alina, I think you two should go first since you can't see in the dark. And I can come up last.
Right. I should go first, of course.
Where's Caleb? Oh, there he is. Okay. Elamar, you want to try and squeeze past it?
Yes.
Give me an acrobatics check.
First roll in 3 weeks. Let's see how this goes. No advantage, just a normal roll. 11.
11. You have a look, and you sort of try and get as many angles on it as you can. Are you going to touch it as part of your attempt?
I would try to avoid touching it at first.
Okay. You do not see a way round, as you are, without touching it or acting upon it in some way.
Alright. Can I re-roll this time being willing to touch the edges of it, not the actual face part of it? I try to avoid
Sure.
touching its face.
Yep.
That's another roll.
Yep.
21.
21. All right. Using the wall and the tablet section of the Black Flame TNT. Thanks for following. and the tablet section of the thing itself, you can, with a little bit of difficulty, climb over and find yourself on the other side. The back face of
Is
it
there any?
is fairly, from what you can tell, it's unremarkable.
Is there anything in this little alcove here, or is it just a blank bit of stone?
It looks like clutter.
Okay. All right. I'll come back and whisper through to Flamebearer. The passage goes north a little beyond it. I'm going to go up and have a explore, but I won't wander far.
Let us know if anything wrong happens.
Yes. Do I recognize this room?
Nope. You recognize the fountain?
But I haven't seen this particular fountain before.
You can roll for it.
I will take an intelligence or a history. Would that be more accurate?
Either.
I'll roll a history check, see if I've been in this particular room before.
12? You don't think so. The fountain's definitely of the same make as the other one, though.
Can I look at the chest? Is it locked?
The chest has a lock on it.
Does the fountain look magical at all? Like, is it glowing?
It is literally glowing, yes. The fountain has... the water looks clean and it is glowing, and on the front face of the fountain, it has an icon embossed. It has an obelisk with a sun and moon flanking it.
I've been reading up on the Elation religion, and I also speak the language. Does this indicate anything to me?
It's elation, yes.
Can I read it?
It is the symbol of elationism.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's equivalent to like finding a cross. Just means
What do I...
Christianity.
Does my research into the religion give me any insights into these fountains?
You can make a religion check.
Advantage for noble education, the fact I've been specifically looking into these people?
Sure.
17 on my religion check.
17. You know that Alacia, originating from Elassus, the city, Elassus has magic water, but that's not necessarily part of their religion. As far as elationism goes, there isn't really any sort of water component to the religion, symbolically or literally. So this seems out of place.
I have 2 water skins. I have one from my explorer's pack and one I just sort of have, I believe. Would I be able to empty out one of my water skins and get some of this glowing water in the other one?
Sure.
Alright, I'll just add
Elation water. Yep.
I would also like insight on how to spell the word elation. Don't worry, I found it in my inventory.
Elation? Okay, cool.
Alright. Does the chest looks like a wooden chest, not like a corruption chest?
Yeah, it's just it's not a corruption chest.
And it looks old? Like it's been here a while?
It doesn't look like anyone's touched it in quite a while.
Alright. Flamebearer, could you send Satsuka up with... I want to talk to both of you about this.
Are you suggesting we both squeeze past the statue?
No, I just want... Not past the statue, just in range of my voice so I can talk to you both.
Alright. I am afraid I do not know which one is Satsuka.
The one with the... Is Satsuka wearing a mask at the moment?
Yes.
The masked one.
Alright,
Hang
I'm
on.
going to
Look,
turn around.
this is an out of character thing. Are we using fake names with Flamebearer at the moment?
Satsuka gave her actual name and a fake
Okay.
name.
Alright. Yes. The one with the mask.
Alright, I'm going to turn around and see. I assume nobody else. Is Ali now wearing a mask? Because I know she has one.
Put my helmet on.
That's... Right, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna count helmets and masks.
Thank God.
Alright, I'm gonna squeeze by and point to Satsuka and say, "Your friend wants to see you. Come with me."
There you go.
I trust you not to trigger the statue.
There's another relation fountain back here. Still glowing.
I see. So like the other one we found.
There's also an unopened chest. It looks like it's locked, so I haven't touched it yet. Would you like to have a look at it, Satsuka? We can watch your back while you do.
I can take a look at it. Yes.
Alright.
I need to.
Are the symbols the same as on the other one?
Trajan, do I know? Are they?
It's a standard
Yes.
elation symbol, yeah.
They're the same symbols, yes. Definitely related to elationism.
Okay, that's out of character. Did anyone mention, when we were at the previous place, did anyone mention like drinking from it previously? Because like some of the characters would know, right? But did anyone actually mention?
Good question.
I don't use at least not to my knowledge.
I think he
grabbed
said
this-
don't drink from it. Oh.
I grabbed a sample of the water to analyze later, but I'm not willing to drink from it.
Are you sure it is wise to carry it on yourself?
It's in a water skin. I think I'll be okay.
Well, magic isn't so easily contained.
You may have a point. Satsuka, do you want to look at this chest? I'll think about carrying this water. I'll give you a hand around the statue if you need it.
So is it just rolling acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Yes.
Stepping back. just in
Flamebearer
case.
steps back, yeah.
23.
23. Easy. You can squeeze around like the ninja you are.
Here, let me show you the way.
I'd say it'd be wise to stand back. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and try and open it from over here.
Good idea.
Meanwhile, can Caleb try to hear anything close by? Moaning.
Are you- You listening to the right?
Listening to
Like-
the general vicinity.
Sure. Okay. Caleb, give me a perception with advantage, and Satsuka, you're trying to open it or unlock it with Mage Hand?
I'm just gonna try and open it first with Mage Hand.
Sure. Okay. Caleb, 19. You hear whatever these guys are doing. light conversation, shuffling about. And your allies, everything else to you sounds quiet.
Okay.
Until,
Oh no.
coming from this way, Satsuka, the mage hand tries to open it. You see a flash as a magic trap activates. 1, 2, 3. You are
You guys are right in there.
within 15 feet of it.
Was it loud enough that we all heard?
Yes. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3. You are not within 15 feet of it. Okay, so you do not take any of the cold damage.
Would I recognize the spell as the one that got me last time? Because I actually took the damage last time.
Last time, when was that?
When I was exploring, I found a chest and I just opened it by myself. And I took the cold damage.
Was
Didn't
that
take any precautions.
was that here?
It was in this it was in this complex when I was looking for Arten, yes.
I'm looking.
It was a chest we decided to leave behind the time before. Out of character, it was a chest we decided to leave behind the time before that I'd forgotten that we'd left alone because it was magic, so I just opened it.
I don't see it.
I'm willing to get a signed thing by a Justice of the Peace saying that I remember doing this.
Probably. I just can't find the chest, so I can't. If I can't find the chest, I can't tell you whether it is reminiscent or not.
It was cold damage, that's why I remember it.
Okay. Right, but now the chest is open, and you guys back there, you did hear some sort of spell going off. Everyone back here.
I will... Satsuka, I'll go let them know we're okay.
Right.
You...
I'll take a look inside the chest. So
Caleb,
it's
Flamebearer,
open?
we're okay. Satsuka opened a chest with a mage hand from far enough away that the trap didn't trigger on either of us. So everything's okay. I'll be back again soon.
Alright then.
All right, and I will go back to Satsuka.
Yeah,
All right.
the chest
You know
is
we're
open.
Okay. So I should look inside of it for now. Not touch anything though.
Sure. The heck? Oh, okay. Oop-a-doo. That one there. All right. There is a potion in here. You see some coins. And you see some weird bundle of leather. It's hard to tell without looking at it properly what it is exactly.
It could be a good idea to try and take items out one by one, lean back where we were before, just in case there's traps on anything else.
The last chests I set off in here didn't have any traps on the items in the chest. It only the chest itself was trapped. So I think it might be safe for now.
Well, you can go and start taking it out then.
I will pick up the potion.
Alright, you can add an unidentified potion.
I'll gather the coins and I guess get the letters out. Is that what you said they were?
Leather.
Leathers.
Oh, leather.
Some big bundle of leather. The coins, There's only a small handful, so you can see straight away. There are 3 silvers and 2 copper coins.
You take them, Satsuka. Fair's fair. You open the chest.
Alright, thank you.
The leather, on pulling it out, it seems to be a saddle. Just crammed into this chest.
Interesting. You said 3 silvers and how many copper coins?
3 and 2.
Okay. Should we take the saddle, Ilmar?
I don't think any of us has ever ridden a horse before. I don't know if it'd be worth it. I mean, I've ridden a horse before, but like since coming to Benevis, I haven't ridden a horse.
I guess we can just leave it here for now. Let's
Quite a
play
cumbersome
better
item.
once it. Yeah.
Well, we'll remember there's a saddle here, okay?
Leaving the saddle in? Okay.
Yeah. Leave the fountain be.
I just
Actually-
imagined this scene. Well, so sorry, I just imagine quickly a scene like when we get out from the sewers. There's some sort of like an escape scene where one of us has to jump on the horse, and because we didn't take the saddle, we get fucking disadvantage on like dexterity checks or whatever to stay on top of the horse.
Just
Well,
triggered the
that's
bad
good.
ending.
Would I do that?
No, actually, I just had a thought as we were walking away. Rupa could probably turn into a horse.
You make a very good point. What happens to the saddle
We
when
do
he turns back
technically
into a
have a
human?
horse.
Ruha becomes over-encumbered.
Hey, Rupa can definitely turn into a horse. He's seen one, because I've seen one.
I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
I guess we could grab it and see if any of the others think we should take it. If not, we just leave it here.
I will go and ask. Just one thing. I want to unscrew my water skin. Is the water in it still glowing?
Wait, are you taking the saddle?
Yeah,
I will
we're
go.
picking
I'm gonna
it
go and I'm gonna go and ask them about the saddle because getting it over
Oh.
that statue.
Sure. Okay. Yes.
I want to check on the water in the flask first because Plain Bearer got me thinking. Is it still glowing?
It is. You're not sure if it's as bright.
Okay. I'll tip the water out here. He's gotten to me.
Sure. Okay.
And my senses of insecurities, which are multiplex.
As you pour the water onto the stone floor, it just splashes, and you can see as it's spread out so thinly, the glow vanishes within seconds.
There was a saddle inside the chest, people. Does anyone want it? Because it seems rather a heavy thing to just drag out here.
Well, a saddle, yes, that would be useful.
Why?
Because if I turn into a horse, I can morph it onto my body, and you can ride me.
I'd like Ilmar to take out his Desert Eagle and shoot Ruha in the head.
Nice. I support this decision.
Thank you.
No, it will be useful.
Yes, yes.
Swear, if he doesn't get it, I will go.
Alright, Ruha thinks it'll be useful. He can carry
Also,
it.
I want to see you could take out a desert owl. Shoot Ruha in the face.
Nice.
If Ruha wants it, I'll bring it.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, can someone give me a hand back over this statue? We're bringing the saddle. I'll come over first, and then I'll help Satsuka maneuver it over the statue. You can carry it, Ruha.
Show the saddle first.
No.
I will
So
help.
I need to...
Yeah, I will reach out and help, like, get it over the statue.
Yep.
Do I
Getting
need- oh.
getting a saddle over with all of you there is fine. You can do that. Whoever's adding it to the inventory, it is not in the compendium, so add a saddle which weighs 10.
Damn. Damn. Right.
Anyone who's climbing over, acrobatics with advantage.
Okay.
21.
It is 9 plus 10. You can go over.
23 again.
Perfectly sufficient. You can climb over as well.
Alright, everyone be careful. I know there's a pressure plate coming up for this statue. I remember stepping around it last time. There's also a split in the path. There's a passage going north and a passage going continuing to the east. I believe one of them is a dead end from memory. I think I explored north first last time.
We are short on time. I must ask, how far can you send a bird flying?
100 feet to
We
gain
could
accurate
split.
information.
We could split. One person stays with you and provides you protection when you scout with the bird, and the rest of us goes the other way.
You guys continue ahead, and I will scout out this north corridor. I'd rather if you left Satsuka with me. Her and I tend to work well as a team together. Or would you rather keep one
Whatever
person with dark
suits you
vision?
best.
All right, Satsuka, you want to stay with me?
Sure. So,
Alright, people. Pressure plate ahead. I'm gonna jump.
Mm-hmm.
And jumpy.
Gonna jump again. Like, make sure, like, turn around, like, gesture behind me, pointing to the ground. Like, really, you know, like, make it clear there's a pressure.
Pleasure plate. Oh my.
Pressure plate. Jumping.
You night visioners can go at the same time if you want.
All right. I'm gonna send Alina ahead.
Oh, Alina.
Marta.
Come on, Alina, go back.
Virgil has the big dumb, okay?
Alina, take out your wings.
I'm gonna send Alina flying ahead
Another
to
one.
tell me if the passage ends in a dead end or not.
Alright. Well, Alina has disadvantage on stealth.
Amata, sorry.
just
Did it
throw
again.
Alina down the corridor.
I'll watch these guys and I'll watch the other guys on my other screen.
Wow.
I'll go cross-eyed.
Multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get Amata to if Amata would relay back dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Just a dead end, like I thought. I remember this from before.
So, shall we go meet up with others now?
Yes, let's just give Amata time to fly back.
Alright.
I can't see in the dark without her here, obviously. Ah, much better. I remember there's a pressure plate coming up on the ground. But if you don't mind waiting another second, I wouldn't mind looking at it. I want to lean down and look at this pressure plate. Is it actually raised above the ground, or is it flush with it? Or is it slightly recessed?
Alright. Seems like there is another choice. We need to wait for the others to report.
It is very slightly raised, but the ground here is not perfectly even anyway.
Okay. Be careful of this one, Satsuka, and I will jump across it.
She'll cross it after everyone.
Yeah, you guys wait at that intersection for a minute.
Another one here.
Could I take a little listen?
Sure.
And there's another one.
Anyone who
Yeah,
wants
make
to
sure there's nothing.
listen at the intersection, give me a perception check.
Sure.
And there's one more. Jump. I remember this from when I was looking for Arten. The reason I stopped in the end, Satsuki, was because I encountered ether zombies.
Oh, I see.
They have fairly distinctive snarls, and I decided I didn't want any of that.
Caleb,
Mm-hmm.
you hear some fairly distinctive snarls. Coming from this way, the straight path.
Okay. I suggest we step back from there. Because there might be some of the zombies in front.
Wait, what did you say? Like, actually, I didn't fully hear.
There might be even zombie in front.
Do you see them or do you hear them?
Hear them.
Alright, let's take a few steps back. Regroup with the others.
Elena, back.
Yes.
Beep,
So,
beep.
either zombie is like
You
There's-
see them. It's not a pretty sight.
There's light up ahead, Satsuka. It must be the others. Ah, Alina.
hello,
Alright.
I'm Lina.
Is there
We
no
found the
real...
junction.
I'm gonna go up to the front because I might remember it from last time. Ah, yes, I remember. This is where I stopped the last time.
And the reason?
I stepped on that pressure plate up at the intersection. And the noise, and then I heard ether zombies. Some sort of I don't know if you've encountered them yet. They're a very hostile presence. And I decided I didn't want...
Trajum?
Sorry?
Sorry, Trajum, have I had pleasure to experience what ethers are like?
Have you had the pleasure of meeting an ether zombie? You have
Have
not.
I made an acquaintance with one? Alright, would I be able to like infer what they are? Generally speaking.
I can give you the rundown very quickly.
Give me.
Yeah, but like I'm just
He's asking for his own personal knowledge. Give me a.
just curious.
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Oh,
Arcana.
it's a
Arcana.
3.
A 3. You don't even know what they mean by zombie.
Oh,
Alright,
would I know
in
what the
this
zombie
case-
is?
Make an Arcana check.
Either way, I'm going to ask.
16. You can sort of maybe imagine what they're talking about, but it doesn't resemble anything you've encountered before. It's not your area of expertise. You deal with smugglers and pirates, not monsters.
Would you mind telling me
Alina,
what
Flameberry,
the
you both
ether
look a
zombie
little
is
unsure.
supposed to be?
Zombie is probably a term mostly used in beneficent and
pop
It's a
celery.
bit of a pop culture term.
I'll be right back.
But the easiest way to explain them is you're aware of corruption, right?
Yes, I have come across corruption.
Elena? You're aware of corruption? Like
Which
the purple
corruption?
that affects
Oh,
Satsuka. You've seen that on her arm before, haven't you?
Oh. Yes, I seen it on. Yes.
Now, certain people are made sicker by corruption, so if it's easy to imagine on a scale, Satsuka has about a level 1. What Azan used to have that made him purple, Alina, was about 2. These zombies are somewhere in the realm of thousands. They're almost entirely purple. In fact, one day someone might make things called ghouls in a series called Fallout that might highly resemble them. But
Wrong universe.
these things are... Magic doesn't behave right around them. It's very unpredictable.
So
You'll
it
know
is-
when you see one. I call them zombies because I use the term zombie when it seems like something is moving with bodily automation but no actual sentience.
So it is not like a bee, no? Flying
It is
around?
not like a bee. Bees are they walk around, and bees are sentient.
Yes.
Silly
May I
questions aside, are they susceptible to physical damage?
They are susceptible to physical damage, though it's very dangerous to get in close range of them because their very touch corrupts. So if you have any ranged options, it's best to keep them at a distance. Ruha can usually entangle them with a spell, and we've had most success dealing with them from afar. It's an ether zombie that corrupted Satsuka.
What if it cannot touch
Oh, you have a
no?
victim with you. I see.
If you'll permit me, I will send my owl up ahead
I'm
to
back.
scout.
If you think your owl is not in danger, go ahead.
I can
I-
resummon her. It'll take an hour.
I would like, before Amata flies away, everyone to make a stealth check, including Amata.
Stealth is
Oh
my
boy, some
special-
of us might
Oh boy.
have disadvantage.
Oh, look! There's a name that
Of
doesn't look
course.
like Flamebearer there.
No, where? I don't see anything.
Nothing, never
It's
mind.
Flamebearer, you just can't read.
Yeah.
15 on mine. Damada has advantage on stealth as well, I believe, in the dark. So I will...
Oh wait, I'd have advantage in the dark.
That is surprisingly bad.
Uh,
The fir-
Wow.
if you're with allies who have lanterns, you don't have advantage. If you didn't have lanterns with you.
Okay, that
You
just
win.
takes me down to a 13 and a 3.
Sure.
I would recommend those of you with lanterns to stand around this corner, because it'll block the light somewhat.
What's there?
We may be forced into a confrontation here, and this is not an ideal place for it. Alright, I will send
I can
Damada
hold
up
my
ahead.
ground. I
You might
presume
have to.
those reanimated creatures are not versatile in combat.
Is this another one of the corner statues? Like, it has a way
It's against the
around it?
wall, yep, and it's facing you.
Amata stepped on the plate. Amata stepped on the plate.
Go back a couple steps.
To here?
Mm-hmm. I just need to check something.
Amada flies silently, by the way. That's a thing with owls.
It's a thing with owls, or it's a thing on the character sheet?
I think it is the thing on the character sheet. I am actually looking at.
Can you
for it
check?
for you?
Because vision is also a thing.
She has 120 feet of dark vision.
Yep.
Sorry, no, I mistold you that she doesn't have silent flying, though owls in general do. I would like to maintain.
You can attempt whatever maintenance you like. However, you don't know what kind of night vision they have.
The dark vision is on the character sheet, though. Oh, so
They.
I'm talking about the zombies.
Yes, I'm talking about them.
Oh, okay. All right. am I allowed to move from this point?
1 sec, I'm just checking something.
Because this is just a moment in time. I would be continuing a
I
continuous
know.
flight.
I know, I can only calculate so fast. Okay. You can continue.
Alright. After sending Amada this far, to this square, I would recall her. Is that alright. Bye. Alright. There are at least 4 ether zombies that I can see there. There are 3 in a group together, and at least 1 more in a further passage. There's at least another 4 or 5 branching pathways off of this main corridor. That being said, if we were to go up the corridor and turn right, avoiding that pressure plate, there are no ether zombies up there, but we do get rather close to them. I don't know if we can take that many in open combat.
There's no way we can.
You mentioned something about one of you using a spell of some sort.
Yes, Ruha
Yes.
has Entangle, which can stop them in their tracks if they fail a strength. Well, if they don't shake themselves free of it. Generally, it seems like they are trapped by it.
I wouldn't rely on it.
How
In which case,
resilient is one of them?
they're pretty hardy creatures, but they are still barely animated frames of flesh, so they will take up some punishment, but they can't stand up to a huge amount of it.
What if we tried luring them? There is a plate. What if they step on their way here?
That's certainly a possibility.
It would just reflect the lasers.
The plate will make noise.
What's a laser?
It's a lazy guy.
They do have a way of reflecting magic back at the caster. The vines actually conjure physical objects, which is why I think they work okay. But actual attack magic tends to bounce off of them, with some unpredictability. May I make a proposal?
Still,
I would like
I would
to send
rather
Amada
not get...
up.
Oh, alright.
I would like to send Amada up to scout the first corridor on the right, up ahead. Satsuka has night vision, so she can keep an eye on the corridor. Is this okay?
Sure, I can protect you.
Alright. This is, I would mention offhandedly to the others, this is as far as I got last time before I turned around. Alright, I'll communicate this to the others. There's another one of those elation pools and another chest. This pool has those mushrooms growing around it, though. They're mushrooms, aren't they?
Some sort of fungus, yeah.
Some sort of fungus, yes.
Do you know what they are?
I can't really be accurate through Amada's eyes. I'm not a specialist in herbology or anything, but Can I make a nature check with disadvantage to try and identify them through Amada's eyes?
Sure.
Didn't we encounter living mushrooms when we came down
I
here
believe
before?
I believe they're mushrooms, but that's all I can be sure of. Is that accurate?
Yes.
With
There's.
5.
Is there a way you can get more volume? Des?
I was saying, I believe we encountered living mushrooms the last time we were down here.
I will recall Amata, just so I don't have to do that whole dragging her through this big laser
Oops,
fence.
spoilers.
Thank you. All right.
If it's a dead end, it's of no interest to us. We need to find a way up to the Carson Institute.
It's a shame. It's very hard to identify where you are underneath here in all of this. The trouble is, Amada has to fly past the opening with 3 of them to get anywhere. And that makes me uncomfortable. I think I just lucked out that she didn't get seen last time. The one that I flew closer to actually did see her, but Amada flew away fast enough that nothing bad happened.
What if you try to lure one of them?
I can try that. But well, let's discuss this. Are you guys happy with trying to fight these things?
No other way.
Not any other options.
We should try to face them on this side of the pressure plate, because I don't think they have enough sense not to step on them. We should keep the ranged attackers to the back, so that would include Caleb and myself. There's not enough space for us to engage them completely in melee combat, so I think it would be wise to, if I may, set up some battle lines. Just to show everyone. Satsuka, can you move forward to where Caleb is? And Caleb, could you swap with him? Sorry.
Okay. Wait.
No, in between the 2 of us, please.
There we go.
Flame Bearer, move down 1. And Alina moved diagonally down to the left. I believe this would be the optimum configuration to face them, with occasionally swaps between Ruha and Satsuka, which would allow Ruha to get some eyeline for spells, but also would put our strongest fighters to the front.
Wasn't there an opening wasn't there a widening a few steps behind us?
A few steps behind. No, there's another twist of a corridor behind us. There is an opening maybe 40 feet back in the passage.
Alright, that's too far. You cannot fly your bird so far away.
Yes.
I am
Do you
fine
want me-
with this.
Alright, do you want me to try and lure one of them towards us?
Before you
Is
do
this-
that, Elmar, are you hoping to shoot past 3 of your allies?
I ignore cover. So yes.
You ignore partial cover.
No, I ignore all cover.
I don't think
Do you
that's
mean like
possible.
completely full cover?
Yeah. Otherwise, you can
No.
shoot through walls if you can ignore all cover. What levels of cover can you ignore exactly?
Can I just go and stand in the street outside the mayor's manor and shoot him from there?
What levels of cover do you ignore?
I ignore half cover and 3/4 cover.
Half and
not full
3/4.
cover.
Okay, so I would say that Caleb, because he has sharpshooter, could shoot past 2 allies. You trying to shoot past 3, I would say that that's
Getting to as possible.
that basically obfuscates the enemy. If they were larger than man-sized, I might consider it. But you could stand up
What if you
here,
switch with- You could switch with
You
Ruha. You could switch with Ruha.
or just be in the
Or we
corner.
could duck.
Ruha,
I
I mean,
mean,
because like Ruha only needs to actually cast the vines like in front. He doesn't like have a clear line of sight, which is like
Yes,
Like,
the
I
only
could
other
easily
thing.
switch with him and
Switch with
Well,
me.
we could do that. Ruha, do you think you could swap with me then?
Yes.
Alright. I'm allowed to step down into an ally, fire, and then step back, right? I just can't end my turn in the same space.
You can't end your turn in the same space, yeah.
Alright. And this might be the best configuration. Is there anything else you'd like me to do before I try and lure one of these things?
Blame guy.
Are
Don't
you
get too
addressing me?
cocky. These guys, we cannot heal corruption. These guys.
Alright, I'll be extra careful. Give me a moment. And I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Nice. I assume that's good. I have no idea what it does.
Just gives me +2 AC, basically.
+2. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Flameberry, if one of them gets too close, I might have to take out my short bow and try and shoot them. So I may have to call for you to duck down. So if I say duck, just be ready.
Alright, on your mark.
Alright. As Amada goes away, I will ready my longbow, because I can command her telepathically, to shoot anything that I deem hostile that steps past or around the place. Alright, let's try this.
I would like to also put on my torch and ready my shield, yes.
You want to put down your torch?
Yes, I only have 2 hands.
Sure. All right. Let me.
Is there a way to put
Wow.
Let me
Is there a way to put
a
it down that
shame.
we keep it light somewhere?
Yep, that's what I'm looking for.
I have my light
A-
on anyway.
A torch.
I have my light on anyway.
Yeah, is there anything I can like lead?
Uh,
Is there anything I
You
can
can't-
stick it in?
A torch is not reliable. That's the benefit of a lantern.
I have
But
a lantern in my inventory.
the flame bearer
We can
does have a
that.
light that he's currently
Yeah, I have
using.
my Hearthstone, so like I don't have to hold it in hand. It just rests on my chest, so like it illuminates in front of me. I guess it technically doesn't illuminate behind me, but that's not a problem.
It does. I mean, mechanically,
There's
it's fine. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
sconces on the wall.
Yeah.
Nope.
I can't like toss it and let it just sit there.
You can, but it will just go out.
Lift
Uh-huh.
your helmet and grab it with your teeth. Bite on it.
Yeah, jam the end through one of your eye holes, just not too far.
Can I put the torch like under my arm? Like,
No, just
No.
let's
Either use a lantern or the torch goes out. Those are your options.
I don't have a lantern, so I guess the
Here,
torch goes out.
use mine. Use mine. Just light my lantern from your torch, and I'll put the lantern down on this barrel thing.
Okay,
I have a mechanical question before we do this, Trey.
sure.
Since Flamebear and I have made the plan for ducking if I need to shoot, so if I say duck, would I be able to or make Flamebear duck down so I could shoot?
If he
During my
uses his
turn?
reaction, yes.
Okay. Just want to check.
Alright.
All right, there's your
Are
lantern.
you ready?
Hang on.
Are you
Sorry.
ready for me to-
Alina, are you planning an attack, did you say? Or are you just changing your equipment?
I mean, if something gets this close, I suppose I could, smack it if it gets here. It's unlikely.
Sure. Anyone else doing any prep?
I can have my short bow out, and if I see one of them survive both Caleb and Elmar's shots, then I'm going to take a shot at it with my short bow until Flamebear to duck.
Okay. Caleb, are you preparing?
Yes, I'm preparing.
All right. Riha, you prepping anything?
I will prep. Okay, can people even see if the guy comes up to us? The zombie comes up to us?
I mean, the zombies
Like, how far
glow.
can they see right now?
Uh,
True. I forgot
Satsuka
about
can
that.
see quite a way.
All right. What is the range of these guys' bows? What's the shortest range here? I'll
Down-
just ask all of you.
Down here, it doesn't really. It's not going to be an issue. The range.
Okay, then I'll already entangle. If that's something I can do.
Sure.
Right.
So when you ready a spell, you spend a spell slot, and then
No.
so if readying a spell is different to readying an attack. If you ready the spell, you spend it, you just release it later. So it will be spent like 6 seconds from now if you plan it now.
Then I won't plan it now.
Sure.
Because I don't know when it's gonna come up.
Okay. No worries. Flamebearer?
Can I have 2 options? Okay, to clarify. Obviously, if I see a single one coming at me, I'm gonna just, ready a melee attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in case I see... I assume they cannot squeeze by each other in this, like realistically? Would I think that they can squeeze by or not?
They can walk through each other, it'll be difficult terrain. They'll slow each
Alright,
other
then
down.
if I see multiple of them coming, I'm going to ready a special ability for that opportunity.
I'm going to ask you to pick one of your plans.
Oh, I see. Depends if I see one or more.
Then you can just hold off if you want.
Okay, I hold off then.
Alright. Okay, Amata. Flippity flap down the corridor.
I swear, Trajan, if you do that, we spent so long talking, they've wandered off to do a more fulfilling life. Alright. I'm gonna try and flippity flap, make a little bit of noise here to try and attract this one.
You just want to get one of them?
Yes, I just want to get one of them.
Give me... Actually? What?
No, I'm just contemplating.
Okay.
Don't ignore this shift, this is just me fiddling while I try to think of things. Yeah, I want to try and just get one of them.
Sure. Give me a...
Performance?
An ability check of Amata's, your pick.
Just a normal roll?
Any ability that Amata has. Could be strength, could be wisdom, could be stealth. I mean, stealth doesn't make much sense, but any ability.
Dex check.
Dexterity, a 10.
I would like to prepare Amada's first reaction after this to fly back towards Alma as soon as possible. Is that okay?
Better start flying. It walks down here. It looks at the wall in front of it. And then it starts to turn around. And in the process, looks down. That is an activation. Dexterity save. Yeah, I didn't think so.
I swear to God. It succeeds on a dexterity save.
Okay. The tablet activates. This is the damage. However,
Magic behaves differently around these things.
I have to do this, actually. It does make the save. It has advantage against spell save. Okay. Then I roll this. Okay.
Can moles get through stone?
So, what you see, anyone who can see it, it staggers along and it steps on the pressure plate at the intersection. And straight away, there's a light from behind the corridor. And you see it. As it goes to hit the creature, there's this sort of reaction of ether. And it shoots and reflects back up. And you hear it strike something out of sight. And it continues walking.
Are we? Yeah. That triggers my attack.
Okay. I think the archers, if they want to loose their attacks, they may do so now.
Let's see.
If
Mole.
Thoughts just combination of it's still 5 after Caleb and Ilmar are done.
sure.
I have a 19 to hit with 21 damage.
A 19 hits. 1 sec. 21 damage, you said?
Yes, the 11 is piercing if that matters, but the 10 damage is extra. It's just sharpshooter damage.
It would be the same as your weapon,
Okay.
so it's all piercing. Alright. And Caleb?
16.
16 to hit?
15 damage total.
15 damage. Nice.
And also because who
I
hits first,
damaged.
actually?
Yeah.
Whoever you want. You can go after Aylmer
I
if you
hit
want.
first.
Yeah, if Elmar hits first, let me find that thing. Colossus Slayer, an extra 1d8.
Okay.
5.
5. Alright. Are you using the right mic, Dennis? You sound strange or distant or something.
This because I lit my mic on.
Oh, okay. No worries. Satsuka, are you loosing your attack?
If it is still standing, then yes. If not, then no.
It is.
Okay, after all that, then yes, I will be shooting. Let me find my short bow.
Is there any indication that these things are bloodied, or is it sort of hard to tell with them?
It's bloodied.
9 to hit and 6 piercing.
6 piercing. You would not believe how many hit points it has. Okay.
You know what it said to duck to Flamebearer?
Yep, so Flamebearer ducks. So I'm not going to bother with initiative because it can only go 1, 2, 3, 4 in its turn anyway. So, who wants to take the next shot?
Me.
Caleb, go ahead.
Oh.
Oh,
7.
7. Who's next?
I will go next, but I won't take sharpshooter this time.
All right.
23 to hit, 10 piercing.
23.
Queen.
But is it going to?
Oh gosh,
Nope.
done, dead fortitude.
It does not get back up. It stays down.
Good.
That is the simplest time we've ever had with one of those things. Would you like me to try and lure a second one?
Let me cast Mage Hand and get the arrows out of it for the best three.
Yes,
first.
I'd appreciate that.
Mage hand to cover the arrows. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna grab the arrows and send them back to everyone and have Mage Hand on standby. Not
I'm gonna
actually recasting it, but just leaving it
Okay.
out.
All right.
I'm gonna
Riiga.
ready a crossbow attack
You
since this is what we're.
cannot see
Oh, I
past
can't.
3 allies. Yeah.
Right, forgot about that.
And you don't even have sharpshooter as an excuse to try and convince the DM you can. All right, I'll go and try and lure another one.
All right.
Do these things still glow after they die?
Looks like it.
Okay.
If we do go into combat, my Mage Hand will still be active for a minute.
All right.
Gotcha.
I'm going to come here, where I can see one more of them with Armada, and I'm going to do the same thing as before, make a bit of a flappy noise.
Go ahead.
11.
Are we still doing the same prepared actions as
same,
before?
same
Okay.
prepared actions as before. Oh, yeah.
Sure. Yep. Yep.
Allow me-
Same
allow me to
actions
put
as
my,
before. It doesn't seem to notice whatever Armada is doing.
Okay.
Notice me, senpai.
I'm going to go up one more, and then try and flap again.
Okay.
3.
A 3.
Yeah. Scare cord much? Just in the couple of times I've been here, can I ask an observation question?
What is the observation
is-
question?
What's that? Because Armada's seen
A
it
chest.
multiple times now. Okay. Alright, I'm going to start flying. I'll say to the others as Armada's flying back, bad news, I think I spooked 2 of them this time.
Ruha.
I'll cast it before they touch the thing. The plate.
Before they touch the plate?
Yes.
Um,
Or wait, it didn't attract anyone last time, so whatever.
so no?
Everyone has a shot here, right? If so, I'll just do it.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
Where are you casting the vines? Vines.
How far can you do it? Chuck it in chat.
So this is the left side. Oh fuck. Oh.
Boom.
So the left guy would be the leftmost side of my rectangle, so that they will have to step on difficult terrain if they are free, if they free themselves.
I hate how there isn't just a box of vine. None of these graphics are
I
useful.
feel like we go through this every time.
We do.
Because-
I haven't prepared one. One time I found a good one, and I just keep hoping that I'm going to find it again. But it never happens.
Do they make a lot of noise when they get hit?
Depends what you hit them with.
They're also relatively snarly creatures, which is why I think their snarls don't attract.
They're not loud, but they're not
Each other.
quiet. It's more about what you guys are doing. They will never... You haven't heard them raise their voice. They don't really have much in the way of vocal cords left.
They don't have much to say.
You don't know that. Maybe they have...
Okay, sorry. My apologies.
Maybe they have nuanced political opinion. So what's your opinion on the mayor's reign? I like the last one better. Okay, I can't find one. I'm just
the
gonna
influx
use
of Eber people in town.
too many Eber in this city. Alright.
Build another wall.
So you're putting the leftmost side on that guy? Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
20-foot diameter? 20-foot
Also,
square.
The guys may as well be the bottom, just touching the bottom of the square as well, just for kicks, just in case there's a fucking.
Oh, like
guy
this?
Yeah.
Sure, okay. And 20-foot square, yes. Okay.
Look good, look good.
And must make a strength saving throw. You fools, you absolute fools. They
My
are...
DC is 14, by the way.
Oh, it doesn't matter with what I rolled.
Okay.
Thank you. Restrained, okay. So, this may or may not be redundant, we'll find out, but we're going to initiative. Turn order. Can I have initiatives? Click your token before you click roll.
Are you sure?
I am
You can't
100%
make
sure.
me.
I can't make you, it's right.
I'm sorry, Ilmar. I had to do it.
Wow.
Well done.
Oh, I'm sorry to you as well, T.
Yeah.
No, I'm not mad. Like, we're all on the same side. If I was trying to kill Ruhar, I'd be more annoyed about this. We
Yeah.
haven't quite gotten there yet.
Same side.
Same star.
The same stuff.
I probably
And
don't
remember,
I probably
we're on the same
probably
side.
That's what he says when Dark Edward comes to us.
Yes, okay, 24, 25, 26. 10,
I
6,
probably don't
9.
tell you guys how much I appreciate you, but I really do.
Oh, same.
Who's at you?
Okay. Initiative. Impressive. Boom. Bada boom.
Can you not be Italian?
Pigiano. Where can I put it? Let's put it up there, I guess. 604, 15, 10, 9, 6. I think that's everything.
Oh yeah, the music.
They have their own music.
I remember.
It's nice and relaxing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I could fall asleep to this.
You will fall asleep forever. Okay.
It depends.
Satsuka, you're up first.
I'm just gonna do some preemptive measuring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sucks. Alright, I'm gonna take a shot with my short bow at this first one until Flamebear deduct.
Alright, Flamebear, you spending your reaction to duck?
Yeah, I'm ducking accordingly.
Alright. Phew. Make your attack.
24 to hit and chin piercing.
24 to hit. Does restrained affect their AC? I don't remember. One second. You have advantage to hit if you want to take it.
Sure. I'll roll with him. So it's 24 and 10 piercing.
Still hits. Alright, that was on the first one.
Yep.
Direct hit.
And will be the end of my turn.
Okay, Riha.
Yes, I do. So can I hold concentration and like take out a crossbow and shoot at the same time?
Well, you can't shoot. With too many people in the way.
Fuck! Oh my god!
Unless you want to shoot Caleb in the back of the head.
Jesus!
You can take out a crossbow.
I'm not.
You could
useful,
technically
so-
step forward. You could technically step forward if that's enough movement, because it's just difficult terrain.
So it's
Clarity.
2 to step onto Caleb, and then you're shooting through 3, which gives them 3/4 cover.
Mm,
But since that's advantage and disadvantage, it'd just cancel out to a normal attack, wouldn't it?
It's not disadvantage, I think.
Yeah, it's boost to AC, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
With cover.
It's just 3/4 cover. So if you step forward into where Caleb is, attack, and then go back, you'll be attacking with advantage, but they'll have 3/4 cover.
all right, that's fine with me. But does it take an action to change weapons
An action,
or to equip a weapon?
a crossbow needs to be loaded with a bonus action, and a bonus action to take it out.
Okay, I'll
Because you
take it
didn't
out,
have,
load
you
it,
didn't
and then
specify that you had it
for
out.
next
So,
turn.
okay, so you can take it out and load it on this turn.
Yep, and then wait.
Okay, cool. Ilmar.
Yes. I will be taking my advantage, sharpshooting at the first one, the closest one to me. Longbow. That's a 21 to hit with 17 damage.
21, 17. Nice. It is bloodied. That was the bloodied noise. Okay. They have to break free. How do they do this?
A strength check that consumes their action for the turn.
Okay. First one's going to try and break free. Damn it. Second one. Oh, damn it. I'm stuck.
Damn it.
I mean, yay, go team. Oh!
What does that mean?
What's that
Never heard him
noise?
make that- I've never heard him make that sound before.
Yeah, that was so foreign. What the fuck? Oh,
Only
Alina.
those closest
They
to
must
know
not
that
trade you.
noise.
Oh! Alina,
Most
go.
Australian you've ever sounded. You sounded like my dad.
Crikey! Struth! Alina, your turn.
I have. Can I chuck something at them?
What do you want to chuck them?
I've got this old apple in my inventory.
What the fuck?
Okay. Probably good to throw away trash.
Yeah, I
An
can't
apple
really...
a day keeps a zombie away, right? Am I right, guys?
Yeah. I'm just gonna meet out here and try and chuck it, I guess. See if that does anything.
Sure.
They're weak to apple damage.
See if it does anything. 50 feet apple throw in a 15-foot high corridor. Make it at disadvantage.
Which cancels
Improvised
because they're
weapon throw.
restrained.
Yeah.
So what is that, like a dexterity?
Yep.
Or is that like a...
And do you have improvised weapons?
No!
Okay, just dex.
Yeah, we're just tossing in
Throw 'em.
7.
It falls short and just plops on the ground.
Is it old like crusty or is it old like mushy?
Apple.
It's rotten, I believe.
So it would splat.
Apple.
You're saying?
Well, it fell on my
Yes.
vines, maybe? It may have.
And then,
It
I'll
fell
wait till they get closer to,
right
you
here.
know, that.
Okay, so maybe it didn't splash, didn't sprout.
It just
That was-
Does it make the save?
flat.
I
Does it
cushioned
make
it.
the save?
Yes, make it.
Does it make the save? That's the
The save.
This is important.
True. What's the when it?
Dex.
No,
DC
when
14.
it's not when it steps
Acrobatics?
into it. It's only when you wait. Creature in an area when you cast the spell. Creature restrained on a success rate. No, it's just difficult terrain
What's
for
the
the
wisdom
apple.
of an
It doesn't grasp unless you
But
are
if I
there when it's
wanted it
casting.
to,
It's not in the spell.
Divine
Trey, come
fantasy.
on.
The apple
It's
has
real.
difficult terrain, so it didn't roll. It just landed.
Damn.
Alright. Alina, anything else?
I'm going to stare at Alina very strongly.
Listen, it's for science, I suppose. I'm gonna ready an attack if they get closer. Like,
Sure.
There, I guess. I don't know.
One of these
Okay.
actions is not the same.
Wait, ready an attack is an action. You just used an action
Oh,
to throw an
I
apple.
tossed that apple. Okay. Well then, can I take a good examine at these things? These dumb. know.
You could, but I'm getting a call. Be right back.
Oh.
Ah.
You ever think we may talk enemies up like a heap and be afraid of confronting them? So they're
Go
dangerous?
down. Every
Hey
time.
guys, these zombies are real scary.
Spam call.
Meanwhile,
What?
Alina throws an apple. Yeah, that's a real serious fight. Yeah, just sacrifice your action to throw an apple.
It's a Remdorian tradition.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand, pal. Okay.
It really does keep the doctor away.
Acorns falling foretells storms, and apples keep away monsters.
Yeah, the more rotten it is, the more
Okay,
strong it is.
where's Alina?
The more strong.
I'm
It's
right
good
here.
luck if it falls on
Ah.
mines or difficult terrain.
You want to look at them?
Yeah, I want to try and figure out what their thing is. You know.
What their thing is?
They're lost. They're
Give,
trying to find a way out.
give me a
What their
perception
thing
check.
is, they like meaningful discussions and long walks on the beach.
They like political discussions.
Trey.
Perception.
4? They look dangerous. They look humanoid. They were human, probably. If you've ever seen burn victims, it might remind you of that.
Okay. I'm not gonna approach them. That's crazy.
Caleb,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Yes. Sharpshooter, longbow.
All
Wait a
right.
minute.
Sharpshooter?
I didn't roll twice, but it's a miss anyway.
It's a miss anyway. Phew. Goes straight past.
Does he hit the apple? Does he hit the apple?
Does he hit the apple? The apple got a natural
It's a pretty
20,
big
so
miss.
no.
Can we get a character sheet for this apple?
At this rate, the apple just crit. Flame
You're gonna
bearer.
trip on the apple.
I would,
It's a trapple.
Fuck you, Trey.
It's your turn, flame bearer.
Do I have any fruit on me? Just making sure. Wait a second, I have to check something.
Mhm.
Actually. Because... Oh yeah, it's here. Fuck. What's the range? Okay, I need to check. Where is the measurement? Okay, measurement. Here we go. Fuck. Okay. I can throw a javelin at the guy. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a javelin.
Hmm.
Let's go.
You have advantage,
I have advantage, sure.
unless you're overshooting.
I mean, if they're... No.
Okay.
It's an 11.
11 just
doesn't
misses, unfortunately. Does it hit the apple?
Yeah. Does land near the apple?
Nope.
How close is it?
It's just in the grass. Now I'm gonna add a. I'm
I
gonna
should
find
have
it.
aimed for the apple.
guys,
Aimed for the
guys,
apple, and if I missed, it would have hit the zombie.
I just figured it out. Flame Bearer is a guest star party member, and Yule's new character is really the apple.
I've been
I also
comparing
wouldn't have
all
a
these
token.
sessions. And you... I spent so much time. Do you not recognize the troll face in it? Like, see the outlines.
All right.
Trust me. Okay, yeah.
New round. Rolling for the environment.
It's the javelin character too.
Interesting. Satsuka, it is your turn. This is going to be a pile of trash when you guys leave.
Even more difficult terrain.
You're going to create your own difficult terrain by emptying your inventory.
I will be taking another shot with the short bow.
Sure. Front one.
Oh, it's
Advantage.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
22 to hit and 5 piercing.
Piercing.
And that's all I can do. So I end my turn here.
Sure. Ruha.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk inside of Caleb. Shoot my load. Onto.
Yeah? You don't want to rephrase that at all?
No, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
So brave.
That's all I can do.
Sure.
I'm doing this on stream. Rep the nation. Alright. Oh, I have to roll and stuff.
You do. That is part of the game.
Is this? Yes. That's a 9 to hit.
You
A
get to roll
9, you have
twice.
advantage.
Oh, yes. It's a 13 to hit.
13 does hit.
Oh, 4 piercing damage.
4. Oof. Alright.
Alright, I get back loaded and then I'm good.
Alright. Elmar.
I will do the same thing as last time. I'll take my advantage with sharpshooter
Mm-hmm.
active, and I will fire. That's an 11 to hit, 21 damage.
Fire is modern terminology. You are loosing an arrow. 11 to hit does not hit. I'm sorry. Phew.
Add it to the pile.
Arrows? No, but doesn't hit the apple. No, the apple rolls well. Not sponsored. Right. Is that all you want to do? You have a turret on you.
Target lost. I'll finish my turn then.
Target blast.
Target lost. Hello? Is someone there? Okay. I want to break free. Nope. Nope.
Still alive. It's like. Oh. Now it's a real party.
Lena.
Oh.
It is your turn.
Give us another apple. Come on.
Oh my.
What else could I throw over there? No, I have nothing to throw.
I mean, just go big. Just pick up Ruha and throw Ruha over there.
It's true.
Actually,
If they go big or go home.
Is there anything around? I could just try and chuck at one of these things.
Yep. Grab an old piece of wood. I have nothing to throw, he says, as he throws the combat.
No.
Wordplay, guys.
Wordplay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Really try and chuck this thing, right? Like a frisbee or something.
Yeah.
Like a boomerang.
Just a normal
That's a
dex.
14.
Hits the zombie in front. Roll a d4.
Oh my gosh.
If you kill this thing,
Guess what? It's still alive. What else do you want to do?
What else do I want to do? I don't know much magic. But would I have encountered something similar to these?
You already rolled for that.
I suppose. Would I? Do I recognize any of them?
Personally?
Yeah.
It's Uncle Sam.
Did you really put those?
Very wired.
You guys are doing it, not me. You're the one throwing all your inventories around.
You're way more into it than
Do you recognize the...
at this point.
You recognize... I'm coping, okay. Do you recognize the people? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Uh...
Maybe there's like a piece of cloth they have still, or like a.
Give me a perception
Ace.
check with disadvantage.
heart. You
No,
know,
they're naked.
Nope.
Alright.
They are. They are zombies. They could have been here from 1,000 years ago, for all you know.
1,000 years ago. Did I end my turn?
Caleb.
Yes. Let me go disadvantage and then loop. 14 to hit.
14 does hit. How much damage?
That one is bloodied, right?
21.
Yep. Let me roll another one. In total, 28.
28. Well, that's a little more than the 7 hit points you had left. However,
Yes, just a little bit.
does he?
Does he fucking die? Of course he doesn't.
Not that I can meet a 32 DC or 33. He stays down.
Yay! On to the next one.
Flame bearer. One has been felled. 2 remain.
All right. I assume that the corpse of the one we've killed before is considered a difficult terrain, right?
Yep, all bodies are.
Okay.
If
Okay, I'm
Alma
gonna
saw you
step-
start moving, I would say, be careful when engaging them. Just because corruption, man. That's all he's gonna say.
Corruption, man. You know, the government, man. It wants to kill all of us. It's corruption, man. Okay.
It is, man. The government just wants to get the little guy down.
Stop. Okay. I'm just going to quickly reply. I'm not approaching. And I'm going to take out a second javelin. I have 5 of them. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna take out second javelin. Just to make sure I'm in range. Yeah,
Sure.
That's enough. That's 15. I can go back to the same place after throwing. And I assume I still have advantage for the one behind, right?
Mm-hmm. Hasn't
Still
broken free.
immobile. Okay. Advantage. Go! 17. 9 damage.
9 damage. Nice.
And I go back.
Excellent.
That's it for me.
I have to share a meme before this goes on. It is. Oh god. Load
Does
faster.
difficult terrain stack?
Huh?
Does difficult terrain stack?
No.
Yes, we're about to make a wall.
Terrain
Get the
is-
illegal zombies out of my what is it? Underground?
What do you say? Keep the zombies
one.
out of my underground.
Yeah, we have to build a wall.
This was what you just said. You'll.
When?
to Virgil just now, you're like, stop.
That is accurate.
Oh god. Okay. Now that that's out
Oh
of my
my
mind.
Just has this image ready.
Rolling for environment. No. So that's okay. Your turn.
I'm
Oh.
gonna shoot the next one now. My short bow.
All right. Flamebearer's
It's still
ducking.
advantage, right?
Yes.
14 to hit
14. Direct hit. Not bloodied.
and piercing.
And piercing. Okay. Excellent. No crits yet. I'm surprised. Riiga, it's your turn.
Fuck, I'm muted. There's no cover fuckiness going on, right? I can still shoot this guy.
Yep.
This time maybe I don't have advantage. Okay.
Uh,
I'll move forward.
you have
Do I
advantage
have
still.
advantage now?
Yep, he's still
Okay.
entangled.
That's a 10 to
You're an
10?
amazing crossbower.
10 does not hit.
Okay.
Phew.
I'll move back, load my shit, and then that's my good. I'm good.
Alright, I'm not putting a crossbow bolt down. That's just crazy. Elma.
All right. I'm going to say to the party, the third one's noticed. He's behind him. So there's another one coming, guys. And then I'm going to shoot advantage sharpshooter against the one that's still caught.
I look forward to it.
Longbow. That's a 7 to hit.
A 7
I'll
does not hit.
I'll show myself out.
Does it hit the apple? Nope. Alright, these guys. Wants to break
Actually-
free.
This is no longer a combat to win. This is a combat to hit the fuck.
Or of attrition. What's the
Like, let's
DC
travel in the apple.
for the vines?
14.
14. He gets out.
Motherfucker. Fuck.
I'm
That was
gonna
his
miss my
action?
Free advantage.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The apple is in the way. We can still win.
Does the
He has to.
Was holding the line.
He has to roll
Please.
dexterity if he steps on the apple.
You know,
To avoid
you,
slipping on it.
you no longer have
The apple
advantage
is the
against
only
these guys.
hope.
All hail the
He
apple.
has to roll
Apples.
the wisdom save to resist the apple. Otherwise, he has to.
I'm going to roll to see if this
Like,
guy was a
obviously.
doctor in his past life. No, he was not. Was the other guy a doctor? No. Alina, your
What the
turn.
fuck? Why does?
Oh.
Why does it matter?
Because it only keeps doctors away.
Let me poke my head out again. So. No, that shouldn't reach us just yet, right? It should be.
The vines are
Yeah.
slowing them down.
Yeah. So I know it wouldn't reach
So are
us
the bodies.
within.
Oh, it definitely can't reach you in the next turn.
Alrighty, I'm
Unless
going
it
to
has-
grab something to chuck at it.
Sure.
Yes. I'm
God
sure there's like a
damn it.
loose brick or something I could throw, right?
A brick? Let's find out. Brick.
Alina is actually a rioter.
Do you?
Like unironically, Alina
And
is
Lena
just
started the
being a
riots.
rioter.
You can just
Okay.
ask me for crossbow.
Learned the skill of writing while she was out on her own. That's why she really went separate ways from
Okay.
us.
Make your improvised attack. Does this have transparency?
Wait, were you searching for brick PNG or something?
It's the best I got.
That's an 11.
11
Oh,
does
no,
not hit.
We add to the pile. We add to the pile.
Does it squash the apple?
No.
No!
What?
Rip
No!
apple.
No! How could you? Betrayal! My character!
The fuck?
My character sheet, all in vain.
Action is broken.
So it happens when you have 1 hit point. Right,
I
Caleb.
worked so hard to genetically engineer his character.
T, I sent you a message. Oh, you replied. I'm stupid. Thank you.
Trey, I sent you a message.
Thanks.
You now
Trey,
have
he
3
sent you a
mates.
Thanks. Caleb,
Yes. I'm Caleb.
go.
Hello.
What you doing?
I am trying to shoot the frontmost one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 11.
11, you have no
Shit.
advantage anymore because they're not entangled. 11 does not hit.
Ah. Okay.
Phew. I don't have to roll if it hits the apple anymore. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Flamebearer.
Alright, one more javelin. Here we go. No more advantage, normal roll.
Just a straight roll.
Hasha!
Oh!
Holy fuck!
So what's the maximum damage you can do?
Jesus.
7?
Oh, by the way, I was going to move ahead to just just clarifying. I was supposed to move 2 steps forward. Maximum damage. Let me check. Maximum damage is 10.
Ah.
10. Okay, 10. And then you rolled a 5, and your strength is 4. So that's 19. If I'm not mistaken. Is that
I
right?
don't remember how you did crits, so I'm not.
It's
sure
max
if you
damage
guys-
plus the damage you rolled. But it tried to do a crit for you, so we ignore that extra 1.
Oh, okay.
So we just take
Yeah,
your...
then that sounds...
Oh no, you rolled a 5, so it's 15. Because you rolled a 1 on your damage dice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
15 damage.
15 it is.
Ah, that bloodies it.
A nice step. I'm chilling. I'm perfectly fine. I don't mind.
Alright. Satsuka.
Time for the short bow again.
Alright. Pew!
25 to hit and 9 piercing.
9. It is still up. Just.
That will be the end of my turn.
Ruha. 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 Ruha.
You're muted,
Oh, why do I
my
keep
friend.
muting myself? God damn it. I keep forgetting that I'm unmuted and I try to
don't mute
unmute
yourself.
myself. But that
Coward. Crossbow attack on the front guy? Is that what you
is,
pinged?
is. Oh my god,
No,
thing.
no more advantage.
There's no
more
advantage.
Natural.
There's no advantage.
Oh fuck. Oh
It's
no.
not entangled.
No. Shit.
How many
I
misses
know.
in a row?
Rest in peace.
I know. Okay. Load. Bye.
Good
Elma.
crit, good crit.
Aylmar.
I just did a T and started talking without unmuting myself.
Wow.
Good
I
party,
don't wanna-
good party.
I don't want to talk about it. No.
We can't.
Just give me one moment.
Sure.
Just thinking over character sheets.
What?
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot this forward one. Same sharpshooter, just no advantage this time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 7 to hit. I
7
still
does
don't
not
wanna talk
hit.
about it.
You would have hit if you didn't use sharpshooter. That's okay.
Is it okay?
Turns out I'm the ranger of the party.
Indeed. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, here we go, fireworks again.
Another spell gets shot. Another spell gets reflected
Which way?
up to the caster.
Okay. But you know, his body is like, it's a humanoid body. You know, it could bounce any which way.
That's not what the spell
Okay.
says.
Okay.
Nice try though.
Trying to get ourselves killed.
Trying to get your frontliners killed. Alina, speaking of frontliners,
Fix your mistake. Where's the apple?
What are you doing?
I'll just pull out the other rotten apple I have, and no, I don't. It'd probably be best if I prepared when they got close enough to attack.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes. Actually, couldn't I? No, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. I'll just prepare an attack. Yeah, sure. Why not? If they happen to get in within range.
Land a melee attack. Caleb,
Yes.
your turn.
Yeah. Do that again. Fuck. Hold on.
7 does not hit.
Yep.
Phew.
That's some awful rolls as well. Consistently
Same
awful
bearer.
rolls.
Happens to the best of us.
I just need to check a range on one thing.
Sure.
Oh, that's really close distance. Alright then. If it's so close distance, then I guess...
No, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm going to ready... Can I ready a thrown attack? Yeah, I can ready a thrown attack.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's not a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna ready a chain net. Remember the metal one?
Chain net.
It's... Yeah,
What's the range?
one we made. 10/30. So I wanted to get like within 10 feet of me. So I'm just basically checking if the party manages to take it out before it reaches me.
Sure.
If it gets within 10 feet, I'm gonna throw the chain net and roll for it, yeah.
Understood. Satsuka, your turn.
Time for the short bow again.
Down to outrange of the rangers. Oh,
I outranged the ranger.
you did.
Shame.
Does it stay down? Yes. Oh, a crit can't. It can't get back up from a crit anyway. So you kill it.
Well,
Alright.
yes, it's my turn.
It's the end of your turn. Riha.
Ruha will tried and true tactic. Move forward. Shoot with light crossbow +1. Do not hit.
Does not
Go
hit.
back. Load crossbow. Wait next turn to fail again.
Elmar.
Profit.
Unmute first.
You know, ironically enough, what I started out with was Almar is going to do the same thing, which was forgetting to unmute. Yeah, I'm going to fire again. Longbow, sharpshooter. Stop doing that, statistics.
Okay. Interesting choice.
All right, that's it. I'm frustrated now. Action surge.
Oh, okay.
No, no,
Wow.
no, I'm not wasting it. That's fine.
No action surge. All right. 1, 2,
Glad I multi-class as ranger.
3. Phew. It hits. It takes the magic hit. And it can't actually go further because it doesn't have enough movement. Alina,
Yes.
your plan does not go off.
See. Well then, I guess I'm going to do what does best. I'm going to chuck something at it.
Okay.
Yes. Maybe there's like a old shoe or something around here. I do not know.
We want to look for a shoe. Let's find out if there's a shoe. Make your attack.
Yeah. This is with disadvantage, or
No, just normal.
okay. Well, that's a 6, so.
When you search for shoe and you get this.
Dude, that's a shoe.
It's a fucking spaceship. What'd you roll?
It's a shoe ship. I got 6.
6 does not hit.
Yeah, I imagine. Imagine it doesn't.
Caleb.
Right.
Yes. I'm going to attempt fate again. Oh wow, 7.
7 does not hit.
I think that curse hasn't cleared itself from Caleb.
Goodness gracious. The curse of insisting on sharpshooter.
Yes.
Flame bearer. Doing the
I
same
would
plan?
like to redo my action, yeah,
Sure.
if it gets.
Chain net still at the ready. So let's go.
Now fire the short.
Short bow.
17 to hit. 5 piercing.
That hits. Takes the damage. Ruha. I hear you, but we know what you're doing. That's a miss.
And again,
Oh.
he misses. Load my. Okay, fuck you.
Elmar.
All right. Almar is going to step down into Satsuka.
He's no longer the father?
I'm going to send Amada up to perform the help action and then recall her. That's 30 feet, which is within her range.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to fire with advantage this time.
Wait. It's 40 feet away. What do you mean?
Sorry. In which case, you can only get back this. In which case, can we just not do the advantage thing because I don't want to risk Amada? I miscalculated.
Sure. Okay. What'd you get?
And I miss. An 8
Oh.
to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, in which case.
Why this man bloody? Disturb. Disturb.
You bloody, bloody, you bloody.
You bloody benchod.
Alina.
This thing really does move slow, doesn't it? Well, I was told not to attack these things head on.
It's nice to have an Atlas character that listens to me about these things.
So I should probably just throw something again or something.
Okay.
Step out here. I'm gonna chuck what could be around? That's
I'll
a
pick a.
barrel.
I'll
Give
pick
me
it based on your damage.
Okay.
So see if you
Sure.
hit first.
That's a 21.
That does hit. Roll a d4.
one whole d4.
Mhm.
That's a 4.
It's a 4. You found
An old bottle?
no. Better. Can I find a picture of it? Oh, now the picture search isn't working. It's so stupid. And a piece of pipe.
Holy shit, it's a big pipe.
Well, we
wonder
fought
if we'll
in the
slip on
sewers. We fought in the sewers before. Now we're fighting with the sewers.
Takes 4 damage. Alright, Caleb.
Yes.
Caleb, I'm starting to think this might not be worth it anymore.
Yeah.
But we have to keep going, don't we? Until one of us
Yes.
succeeds.
Yes.
Sharpshooter makes people stubborn, doesn't it?
God damn it. What's with the 10s?
Why? Why you do this to yourself?
We have to
Yes.
hit sooner or later.
Yeah.
Don't make me waste spell slot, please.
Flamebearer. Same?
Yeah, same.
Alright, so let's go. Same
Short bow time.
oboe time.
15 to hit.
So this guy's getting just fine.
See, a normal fucking person, just hits.
8 damage. It is bloodied. Riiga.
Bloody hell. Fuck. I'm gonna cast another. I'm
Don't
actually
waste
going to
another
cast.
entangle yet.
But he's getting very close. I'm uneasy. I'm gonna cast Hold Person. Wait, how close does the fucker need to be? Like, how close does the fucker need to be for the Flame Bear to attack? I would
It
feel
needs
it
to
out, right? I can see his chain or whatever.
I
can feel it out.
You can see him raiding a chain, yeah?
I can feel it out. How close does he need to be? How close does a zombie need to be?
Closer than he is now.
Alright, you know what? Fuck it then. Light crossbow.
Okay.
Shoot.
He steps up to the shot. He takes it. And...
Oh my god, it fucking hit!
Oh my
Good
God.
17
damage!
just hits.
What? 8 fucking piercing damage.
Yeah, 17 AC
Oh
at the
my
moment
god.
because of the.
That's the most Rua has done in any combat ever.
the allies.
Fuck! I'm so proud of myself.
Nice. Well done. Alright, moving
Well
back.
done, dice.
Well done, nice. Elmo.
Alright. Steps down. Amada can actually do the help action and get back this time. She
Excellent.
doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Excellent.
Advantage. Sharpshooter.
Oh no.
Oh, thank heavens! 22 damage.
22 damage.
Bye bye.
Okay. So. It is. Down. However,
But will he get up?
the DC to get up is 27. Rolled a natural 20. But it's a skill check, so it doesn't count. Stays down. Boom! Okay. That is combat. We're taking a break. A little overdue.
You
T,
won less than
I believe you have to go any minute now. Is that right?
15 minutes. I have to go.
15 minutes.
Not really any minute.
Okay. Well, we're going on a break now.
Okay, we could wait.
So. We can wait? What does that mean?
I mean, we can wait to go on a. Oh wait. No,
No, we're going on a break now. We're overdue.
Okay, I'm gonna urinate. Here.
Okay, nice and vague. I'll be back too.
That was quite a successful combat for us.
Yes, despite the rangers constantly failing.
Well, I'm not a ranger,
doing
I'm a
just
weird
fine.
multiclass fighter.
Meanwhile, the real ranger.
Apparently,
is
I'm a
missing.
ranger.
Yes, you're the you're the backup ranger. That
Satsuka-
did his
Satsu-
job.
Tatsuka, for this last guy, you were the MVP.
None of us are.
No, I think the most valuable person in that fight was Satsuka and Ruha tied.
Well,
No, Ruha definitely, with that entangle.
And then like 7 missed shots.
The only thing
It's a
that'll
good job
stop
Trey's
him.
very generous with letting us get our arrows back.
Yeah.
I rolled 10, like 10 to hit 3 times
1, 2, 3, 4,
in a row.
5, 6. 6.
Oh, collecting data.
7,
Nice.
8. We failed to hit them with sharpshooter 8 times, Caleb. For you, for me.
This was
This could have been
embarrassing.
over ages ago.
Yeah, but then again, if we don't hit them with like sharpshooter, if our rolls are like shit, like one's a 10 and one's an 11, I don't think we can do much.
Well, I usually try to only use sharpshooter if I have advantage for some reason, because it gives me better odds with that -5 penalty. But like after I failed the first couple of times, it just became stubbornness.
Yeah.
That was very successful considering the last time we fought these things.
Oh, we got experience, I think.
Trouble is, there's so many corridors to explore after this bit. I don't know if we're going to get to them this session. I mean, I thought the reason Trey said the session was going to be short was because of me, because I had to leave half an hour early.
Surprise, surprise.
I'm not the person though. T has to leave even earlier than I do, so I'm not actually the problem this time.
No, you are the problem.
Am I now?
Yes. You're
Why?
always the problem. I don't know.
That's just hurtful.
Yeah, fine.
I feel like I've somehow gained 1 level in the ranger class now.
It's what makes or breaks the game.
Well, technically, Almar is just a very weirdly statted fighter. He doesn't actually have any levels in Ranger. Or anything else.
Hey T, bye T.
Meanwhile,
I'm
Caleb
not
is
going.
supposed to be a dedicated ranger.
Hmm.
But the real question is, will we get the Apple Music?
Apple
No,
Music
Apple
is
sounds
copyrighted.
Oh.
Copyright?
The apple's not on the map anymore. It's been crushed by the stone.
Yeah, we need a memoriam.
You sure do. Well, that's a.
If no, by the way, if no one else has to leave, I actually do have 30 minutes to spare from now. I was a little too conservative with how early I had to leave.
Okay. Well, Virgil's leaving in about an hour, a bit more. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably
So we.
about an hour from now I'd like to leave, yes.
Sure. Then,
Wow.
my friends, shall we press on?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Alright. I'm gonna
Remove the
send
bloody status because it's worrying me, please.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Okay.
Alice, did you just say no? I'm good.
What?
Let's press
Such a thing.
icon.
What?
All right.
Yes, I can't.
Are you keeping the vines up?
Yeah, may as well.
How much longer do they last? Is it 10 minutes or an
I'll
hour or a
check.
minute?
I shall check.
Entangle. 1 minute, so it's gonna end
Ah.
pretty soon.
Alright.
Okay, I'll hold it for kicks.
I'll
Sure.
send the owl up ahead to do some scouting.
Do you guys do anything about disposing the bodies? Or are they fine just laying down?
We can't
The
touch
prob-
them.
Do you not burn them?
You can try. As long as it's not magic fire.
I'm just going to step out. Obviously, I'm not touching. Not touching. Disclaimer, not
Mhm.
touching.
No touching, yeah.
Yeah, no touching. It's my no square. Anyway, I would like to use. I made myself up. Okay, I would like to use divine sense to try and feel what the nature of these things is.
Sure. Give me chuck it in chat.
At this stage, I feel like I need to start being Ruha and actually draw a map of this place.
Presence of strong evil registers. Powerful good. celestial, fiend, or undead.
I believe one of these categories is a bit rebranded because Riiga, but yeah.
Yeah, it says celestial, sentient, fiend, or undead remain. You okay. You sense undead. 4 of them, rapidly fading. You do not sense any other sentients, fiends, or undead within 60 feet.
Okay, so I detect them as undead. Okay.
That's
Happy to confirm.
correct. And judging by, like, you can sense the life, in quotation marks, just pouring out of them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you suck?
What?
What?
Come again?
Everything else around you
I
seems
won't.
fine.
I would like to take a good look and make sure whether if the ether, like the ether aura, if it's fading or not, or if it's getting altered in any way after
It is
they fell.
it is fading proportionate to the undeadness of them. So
Oh my God, can I get a graph? Can I get a graph?
It would be an inverse binomial function or something like that.
it's a direct correlation. As
I
their
prefer binomial.
undeadness fades, their glow fades with it.
Alright.
Feels a little tingly as well.
Alright, I've done some scouting with the Martyr and investigated the passages up ahead. 3 of them actually finish in dead ends of a description. So there are, as I've told you before, there's one that leads to another fountain with mushrooms next to it. There's a chest in that room too. There's a second passage up ahead that leads to yet another fountain. That one doesn't have mushrooms growing there. Both of the fountains have unopened chests there. I anticipate they're both magically sealed with the same frost spell Satsukas and I have encountered before. One of them...
We don't
I said suspect.
we don't want to rouse the mushroom.
Yes. I would recommend avoiding the fountains if at all we can. There's one further passage that ends in a dead end from what Amada can tell. There's the nook that these 3 things crawled out of, and that has some very weird ornate chests in it that I'd love to investigate further. And there's one passage I didn't send a master away from because it was getting towards a bit too far away from me for me to feel comfortable.
Alright,
So-
we do not have time for all the chests. We can take a look at the one where the zombies were. But
Yes,
we need to move on before the riot's down.
Yes, let's go. Avoid stepping on the
Uh-huh.
actual bodies. I would you can step on the same scope, but avoid actually making contact with these things.
Yeah, I'll assume you guys are jumping over them.
Alina, could you pick up my lantern and bring it with us?
Stop
I don't
there.
wanna lose it.
Pick up the lantern, bring it with me.
Ha 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 ha! How the table turntables.
Flame bearer.
Okay.
Give me a dexterity save.
Here we go. This will not end well. I assume my C does nothing in this context, right?
That's correct. You take 8 force damage but no one else is at risk.
Look at this guy.
All right, take.
The vines are definitely gone by now. Right,
Oh.
continue.
Watch out! The body obscured the plate.
All right, everyone, pay attention to the plate on this tile. Don't step on it.
I am taking his lantern. That's what I was doing.
I'll stand in this doorway and warn people of the plate as they come past.
Alright, Alina is lanterning.
Oh, go ahead and step out and play it.
Just to keep things simple, I've also taken the liberty of writing with text what things are on the passages. If that's okay, Trajan. You
Sure.
can delete them if you'd like,
No.
but
It's fine. As long as it's
Oh,
appropriate for
Blade.
Twitch, you can write whatever you want.
so don't name them after racial slurs, got it?
Yeah. Mushroom is a very obscure Regan racial slur, but no one knows that, so it's fine.
Mushroom.
Just for
Yes?
just for context, I'm standing here because like the chest is up there, so I'm just standing
Yes.
guard because you guys. Yeah.
All right, Alina, be careful of that last pressure plate right there.
A complicated tunnel, I thought.
All right, bring the light up. Let's have a look at this chest.
Do you leave this javelin here?
Oh yeah, you've been picking up your javelins, right?
Yeah, has he?
Flame
Because
Bearer?
I'll take
Picking
that
your
javelin
javelins
if
back?
he hasn't.
Flame Bearer.
Whoa.
No answer. You know what
It's
that
not
means?
there.
Say
Free
he has.
javelin.
I'm gonna assume he has, because why wouldn't he?
Oh, okay.
Dum,
Maybe he has a
dum,
thing.
dum.
Maybe it's like an RP thing. He never picks up his javelins.
They've been tarnished.
We just railroaded him. Oh shit.
no,
I'll
It's
stay
a
back anyway.
It's a strange-looking box. Those of you with magic senses, we should really pay close attention to this one. It looks intense. Could I investigate this chest without touching it?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for its make and like how old it looks, and any sort of
So, history?
obvious history, any sort of locking devices too.
Sure.
So just,
Yeah, give me a
just straight
history
history.
check.
15.
15. Well, it's not an Eva chest. You know that. You... It looks kind of nice and not too old, unlike the other ones. So, it looks like... So the other ones could have been here for, centuries. This one, definitely within maybe a couple of decades. Just judging by how new and undusty it is. You reason that such a new chest this deep in the maze would suggest that you are perhaps near another exit.
Interesting. Can we have someone with detect magic up here? I want to know if this thing is trapped before we touch it.
Alright. Come up and over. I'll cast myself to detect magic. Unless I have a way of checking for traps, which I don't
So,
What?
I will tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you any minute now.
Yep, I wait any minute.
Good.
Ow. Just breathing, guys.
Sure. So, to look for a trap, you are making a perception to look for physical traps or an arcana to look for magical traps.
I'll do that instead of casting detect magic.
Sure.
Why do I do Good Arcana thing? No. Okay.
Excuse
I'll
me.
happily help you, by the way, Ruha, with
17.
Oh, of
looking for traps.
course.
So you,
You
so
helped
you
a
can
lot.
have advantage.
Okay.
Alright.
17. It does not look like it has a magical trap on it. You don't even see a lock. There's a latch, but there's no lock attached or no keyhole.
No
Very
magical
well.
trap.
In which case,
True.
we should let Satsuka open it with Mage Hand and we should stand back a comfortable distance. You should probably leave
Just
the
in ca-
light here, Alina, just so we can see. But just to save the dungeon master,
Just
having
stand
to
there,
move
that's
the
fine.
lights.
Yeah. Alina's there in luminance.
Oh. Yes. Right here in Luminance, I'm back there with the rest of the gang.
You certainly are. Alright, Satsuka, you're picking it? Or you don't see
Yeah.
anything to pick, so what are you doing?
If Alina's not in the room, then I'm gonna just
She's
open
not.
it with Mage Hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right next to you. What are you talking?
The hand goes up. You grab hold of the latch and you lift it. And it opens.
I will step forward if there's no immediate.
No immediate effect occurs.
Explosion. I will look inside the chest.
It explodes.
Sure. There is your first instinct is that somebody died in this chest. It looks like, you know, in movies when, like, in school kids get stuffed into lockers and then they get locked. It's like someone got stuffed into this chest and just did not get let out. You see bones, you see the remnants of hair and flesh, you see clothes, and it smells horrible.
I look at the underside of the lid. Are there nail marks?
There are scratches of some kind. Give me an investigation check to have if you want to have a more thorough look.
Satsuka, could I have your insight up here?
Sure.
Could I ask for Satsuka's help with investigating? Like, anything that
Mhm.
might indicate anything about this person or how they died?
Yep. Investigation check.
24.
24. Together, you notice it doesn't really look like this person tried to scratch their way out very much, possibly because they are still bound. Or you see rope. You see that there may also be a few other items in this chest placed in here with them. Nothing shimmers like gold or anything like that, but there are sort of, you know, pouches and other cloths and that sort of thing stuffed in here. Nothing really strikes you as overtly dangerous either. You don't see, it's not crawling with beetles or anything like that.
What's taking so long in there?
It's a body, Ruha. Just give us a second.
What do you want to do?
Is there anything that... I know anthropology probably hasn't come very far, but is there anything we can tell about the person themselves? Like whether they were Benevan or Ibe or...
All you can tell is that their hair was light.
Okay. I will close the chest lid
Sure.
myself. There may have been some... I don't think there was anything worth taking in there. And if there was, I wouldn't feel morally comfortable with removing anything from that chest.
How long had the body been in the chest?
Was it completely skeletonized or was there flesh?
There was flesh with a 24 and the conditions down here. The conditions down here are really good for preserving, so it's hard to tell, but given like the chest itself and everything else around the area, it could have been done within your lifetime pretty easily.
But is there an at least? It's at least 20 years or at least 30?
Oh, it has to be more than like 10 years old, yeah.
It's at least 10 years old, Ruha. But with these conditions, it's probably not much older than 30 or 40 years old.
It's not ancient.
No, the other chests out down here are ancient, but the make of that one is too modern. It's not as dusty as the others. But whatever it is, wherever we are, we're either under... I don't know where we are. Are we under the Casting Institute? Are we under the Mayor's Manor?
We might be close to the Institute.
Then let's keep going. There's only one other hallway to go into. I don't want to stay close to this chest anymore. Whatever happened to this person is an answer that we're not going to get from this place.
Alright, lead the way.
Alright. Here are the 3 other passages. I'll wait for the rest to catch up so I can point to where everything goes. Just in the unlikely event that I die and they need to find their way to somewhere else.
Don't leave me behind, don't leave me behind.
Alright. So this one up here, this is just a dead end. It dead ends fairly quickly. I'm not sure if there's anything at the end of it that was important, but it looked pretty abandoned according to Amada's eyes. Is there anything on the ground there, Trajan? Or is it just more ground?
Just clutter.
Yes, there's nothing of interest down there. There's another fountain down this one, but it's quite a long way to go to it.
Yeah, we have no time for fountains.
This
We should move.
I didn't investigate down this one. I'll send the owl up ahead. And then we'll move.
Are you also sending the question mark?
Question mark is the best member of the party. Stop questioning it.
How mysterious.
Man.
It's a curvy passage. It bends around a few times. I can still sense Amada's very close to us. Okay. I know it's at the end of this passage. Is that ascending or descending, Trajan?
That is ascending.
There's a staircase. Alright, it's not a far walk. Let's go. We'll catch up with my bird. Flamebearer, you lead the way. I can't see without my bird on my shoulder.
Alright. It's a straight path, you say?
Yes, there's no branches off of it, but it bends around a little bit.
Shoves Caleb.
Ow.
Is this just clutter? Are we meant to take anything from the condition of the tunnel here?
The condition of the tunnel? Like the gaps in the walls?
Yeah, the gaps in the...
The gaps in the walls
gaps
is just
in-
how this map came. It's fairly sort of... It's not perfectly cut out down here. Like, it's a little,
Okay.
you know,
Is this a wall in
changes
front
happen
of
every
me,
time.
or...
Ignore that.
Okay.
I don't know why the
Faces
person
through.
designed the map like this.
Don't stop me.
Amata.
Uh,
Alright. And here's the staircase up. Are the rest of them following us?
Yep, Caleb's just taking his time.
Now, ascending out of this place is going to be interesting, I'm afraid. I think it would best to send either me or Satsuka, or because we have the greatest capability for stealth. You are less tied to us than anybody else. We are not the most inconspicuous party in this city.
Yes,
So-
I heard you are wanted people in this city.
We were once upon a time. I'm actually not sure of the current status of us with the law. Alina and Ruha danced romantically in the corridor.
Dun, 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 dun. Glancing up the stairs, you see that it is dark up there.
I'm going to climb these stairs and see what's up there.
Okay.
It's dark at the top.
I would like everybody to make stealth checks.
I don't want anyone except Satsuka following me up. I want to try and stay as stealthy as possible, and we can't do that if the lanterns come with us.
So,
Alright, I'll step back. That's a good goddamn roll.
Yes.
Shut up, you got 4.
Oinking.
I know, my roll's so great. Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Can you do one for Armada as well?
Oh, yes, of course.
Fuck. If this was Azan, I would go up to Alina and say, hey, wanna clank together?
That Armadas?
We heavy clankers.
Armada? Okay, cool. Alright. All stealths are registered. Who's going up?
Just me and Satsuka at this stage, I believe.
Just you and Satsuka. Alright. Climb onto the stairs.
Yeah.
Are we transitioning maps entirely or going to a different
Nope.
section of this map?
I will show you where you're going. All the way down in the basement. Over here, you come up in a rather open, spacious room with lots of clutter around. It's very dusty. There are tables here that look like people worked on something at some point, and it seems to go off in a couple of corner directions.
It's nice to be in a room that's slightly wider than 5 feet, isn't it?
Yep.
Alright. There's a little pantry up here or something, but it's just a nook in the wall. Are these anything?
They are crates.
Are they Trajum crates or already in the map crates?
Oh, that is, yeah, that's not an actual break in the wall there.
So is that something
that's what
you've
you're
done, or
asking.
yeah?
The wall
But
is
did
flush.
You put that... Okay.
Those, yeah,
Could
yeah, don't worry about those crates.
So don't worry about them. Not
Mhm.
important. Okay.
Yep.
There's a passage up here, Satsuka. Keep it. It looks more well kept up here, Satsuka. Is that accurate?
Yep, it does.
Yeah, much more than down there.
Is there anything? Is this a hatch or a
No, it's just clutter.
just clutter?
Yeah.
Interesting. It feels like there should be something else here. There's no doors I've seen or missed accidentally.
How would you know?
He's asking about clearly visible doors.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm asking about clearly visible doors that I might have walked past.
Yep. No. There are no clearly visible doors. Just this spacious room and the little narrow passage over to the right.
Alright. Let's get the light up here, see if there's some more insight. We can have a better look at these tables too. I'll go down the stairs and tell the rest of the party they can come up. There's no immediate danger.
Right. No
I
one
have to
move?
leave.
Okay. Do you want me to pilot you?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. No worries. Right. See you
We're just
next
gonna look
time,
for-
T.
Traps. I mean, not traps. But little places where they could be switches. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I
No one move.
Oh, no one moved.
I will move all you guys as one cluster.
Singular entity.
You are here.
Welcome.
Hello.
Something went on here. I'm trying to work it out. Could you bring the light over towards these tables?
Sure.
Investigation. Could someone help me take a look at this?
Caleb will help.
So, 23. At a glance, you see a lot of trinkets, and looking closer, you see various adornments like rings and necklaces and sort of fine metalwork. Some of them a bit more obscure, you're not really sure. Like nails, needles, chains, and a lot of sort of scrap metal. A lot of it looks common, but some of it has the gleam of something more valuable: bronze, silver, gold, just little scraps here and there. As to what was going on here, based on the current context, it looks like somebody is creating makeshift jewelry of some kind. All three tables are roughly the same.
The only other thing off of this room is there's this long extending passage. It feels like this room is shaped around another one, but I'm trying to work out what that shape is.
I refuse to believe people come here through the zombies.
Yes.
There must be an entrance.
Yes. Come. This is the hallway out of here. I don't think I missed any obvious doors. Were
Is
you about
this
to say
a
something?
chest of some kind?
Nope.
Alrighty. Oh, and also, is this some like globe, or is that just a bucket of water?
That's a bucket.
Okay.
It's a bucket. What?
I don't know.
Globe. Yeah, they just
Dude.
It's a nuclear generator.
No. It just looked like a globe.
Don't take a
Does-
lid off. You're gonna kill us all.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
You know, I just didn't know if we were that far.
I'd like
believe
to.
in such a world. Go on.
You'd like to?
Investigate this little area here, the brickwork, and if any of it looks noticeably newer or bricked up.
I am assisting.
Sure.
Alright.
One sec.
In
So if you want to look for something hidden, it would be perception. Investigation is more to understand what you have found.
Alright, in which case I will roll a perception
Okay.
instead. 16.
16. The only thing you notice here that seems noteworthy, aside from the strange shape of the room, is the walls along this side are very clearly differently made to the walls along this side. On this side, it's cut stone, packed hard. The sort of thing that you would see in the walls of a cellar. On this side, it's more like a wall was constructed here to subdivide. It's very, very sturdy. You don't think you can knock through it. But it's a different kind of wall to this one.
I think we might be under the Carson Institute. I think that this might be the chamber where they keep the ether victims.
Any ideas how to get in?
We could look for some weakness in the wall. We could come back with better equipment. Is this wall here different again? Or is this still a wall to subdivide?
You can check out any section of wall that you want. The appearance of it?
Yeah.
This wall here, which extends around this way, is different again to the other two walls.
Could I just have a closer look at it? What makes
Sure.
this one different?
What section do you want to look at?
Let's get a section where I can actually step up closer to it over the clutter.
Yep.
So I'll come and step in here.
Okay. And you're being assisted again?
Is this
Yes.
perception or
Percep-
investigation? Perception with advantage.
Yeah.
Just a 10 this time.
This wall is... The brick is lighter, and it looks cleaner and notably newer than the other walls.
So we have a puzzle here, gentlemen and lady.
Lady?
Satsuka's female.
Ladies?
Singular. Yeah,
Oh, Alina's also female.
Wow.
Atlas, can we fix your masculine voice? You're confusing Virgil.
So the question is now, can we get through one of these walls? Is there a gap?
Before T left, he mentioned looking for levers or something like that, so I'm probably going to have him check out, probably start up in this corner, and he's going to start looking for secrets.
Does someone want to go and help T, and we'll go take a different section and look for secrets?
Who's T?
Ruha.
I could help the Ruha.
Helping Ruha?
I'd
Right?
rather not.
I shall assist, yes.
Sure. Who else is doing what?
I want to move this, well, specifically this crate,
So
and see if there's anything
ignore the
underneath it.
crates, that's just how the map is made, but
Oh, okay,
you
so
said
ignore
there's
the
a section on
crates.
the left and a section on the right.
Okay.
It's probably how I'd break it up. The way that the wall breaks like that, yeah, that's just how the map was made.
Okay.
So you can pick the left stretch or the right stretch of wall, or somewhere else.
All right. Do you two want to take the left stretch of wall, and Satsuka and I, who can see in the dark, will take the right stretch?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Would we be more advantaged if we were working in the light, or is dark vision perfect?
Well, that depends if there's color involved, because dark vision doesn't give you any color vision.
All right.
So it's up
I'll
to you.
light one of my torches.
Hiding behind your owl.
As always.
SMH. Okay, Ruha
Alright.
rolled a 16. Can I have perceptions from the other two?
Do you have better perception than me?
Mine is, let me see. One.
I've only got a 1.
Yeah, I also have a 1.
All right, I'll roll then. We'll go around. It's Caleb and Flamebearer first.
Who's rolling out of you two?
I'm rolling.
All right.
rolling. It's a 21.
21.
For any.
And
any oddities in the wall?
The night owls.
Oh dear. 16.
16. All right. Riha and Alina check carefully in this corner. You both conclude that if there is something here, it's very well hidden. You don't see anything that would indicate there are secrets in the walls. Flamebearer and Caleb, you search your stretch arguably more thoroughly. You don't see anything to suggest that there is a secret in these walls. Aylmar and Satsuka, you search the final stretch. There is something here. There is a portion of wall, judging by where the bricks join and end. Part of this wall was built as a doorway and then filled back in with bricks, but you can see a seam. There's no concrete joining them.
We might be able to leverage out a brick with a dagger or something just to get an idea of what's on the other side. I'll call the others. Can we call the others over and tell them what we found and show them the doorway?
Mm-hmm.
Can you mark the doorway?
Right here.
Okay.
Right in front of Aylmar.
Alright. Satsuka, do you have a spare dagger? I don't carry one.
Oh, yeah. So let's go. Elmar over a dagger.
Okay.
Can I try and... Sorry?
Yep, go on.
Can I try and pry one of the bricks away around my eye level?
Alright, give me... Give me a sleight of hand check.
Just normal, or is someone helping? Or is it something I can only do alone?
Just normal.
15.
15. So, after scratching around a little with the dagger, you don't think you can remove a brick. You scratch the dagger in the gap that you see, the door-shaped gap. You can't see through the gap itself. It's too tight, or maybe you can see through it and it's just black on the other side. You can't tell which one it is. It looks like, as you explore around this door shape with your dagger, it looks like this is moved by other means.
Alright. There might be a lever or something around here, so we should search the surrounding area. Especially these crates.
Ignore the bloody
Bug me.
crates. I know. Just how the map came. Alright, who's looking where?
I don't think any lever mechanism will be hidden in the outer wall. But I think we should check all the clutter to the sides of the doors, especially this corner and the floor around it. So Satsuka, do you want to help me just investigate this corner for any sort of activation mechanism? Especially maybe here.
Sure.
Perceptions again?
You can do perception or investigations into trying to understand a mechanism.
Alright. 24.
24. All right. Where else is everybody else looking?
Are these tables? How long have they been here? They're not like built into anything, are they? They're just
These two tables here in front of you. These two tables are not built in. They're just sitting loose.
Okay.
They are loose tables.
Then maybe check the floors. Yes.
Yep. In what area?
Perhaps there's a brick that looks slightly more used than the other ones.
Yeah, but where are you looking?
Somewhere near the door, which was right here, right? So
Yep.
like here-ish, maybe.
Sure. Riiga will help you with that. Flamebearer and Caleb, are you guys looking?
Yeah, I'm going to gesture over to Caleb and Archer boy, come help.
I'll help him.
Yeah, I'm going to just mostly. I'm not like investigating specifically like the spots. I'm mostly looking for places that are distinct in a way that they've been used over and over. Like, there are any marks or
Sure. Okay.
signs that they.
So more of a tracking survival check, looking for evidence of people, leaving
Oh no! Like,
prints.
I mean, no, like not like actual people. I mean, like in terms of just usage. Like there would be a lot of dust on something that's just laying around for ages, right? Like a bucket. So I'm just looking for
okay.
the
Signs of
disparities
recent
between
usage.
items.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So still perception, I believe.
Where do you want to do that?
Where I'm standing around this area, like above the
Sure. Okay.
above the stairs.
So we got a 24 with this group. Riiga gets also a 24.
Yo.
And Flamebearer gets a 10. No. Doesn't look like it. All three groups find nothing.
Maybe something down the hallway.
I don't want to be a pessimist, but what if it activates from the other side?
I think that's weak storytelling.
Well, if Flamebearer says that, Riiga's going to look for like tracks in the dust or anything like that coming from here, and see if he can follow.
Slamming into the wall.
No, he was pacing. He's probably gonna. Riiga's gonna call Caleb over to help him look for tracks, or ask if Caleb can see any tracks. Over here, coming from the door.
Coming from the door, let's see.
The quote door.
Door.
Unquote.
Survival, right?
Survival with advantage.
20.
20. Looking carefully, fortunately, not too many people have shuffled through this area. Caleb, you can see tracks in dust that come from the door and go this way.
There seems to be a track coming from the doorway and over to the stairs.
Does it continue to somewhere that might indicate how to open the doorway?
Let me follow it. Can I follow the footprint?
You can with a light.
Yeah, I'll light a torch or something.
Looks like Flamebearer is helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes this way.
Walking side by side.
Stops
While
here.
we're doing that, can I try to push this wall in?
Stops here and like nowhere else. It just stops here.
It stops there and then it goes downstairs. But somebody did something at this table.
Hmm.
Then we
Let
might
me take a
invest-
better look.
Yeah. Under the table, perhaps.
I'll help.
The table is a unit. It is solid. It has drawers and shelves beneath it.
Alina, you shouldn't push against the wall. If we open this door, you won't want to be right up against it.
You never know. You never know if
We also don't want. We also don't want, if we find a mechanism to open it, one of our light bearers to be right on the other side. So I would step away from the door for now until we find its mechanism.
Odd
yes.
try.
Yeah.
Odd looking for some sort of a switch, something that, you know, something unusual about either the table or the area around the table. Be more investigation or perception when I know I'm looking for mechanism.
You can
to
do
open
either at
the-
this point.
Okay. I assume I'm getting help. There are so many people. I'm just gonna do advantage.
Everyone's gonna watch you do it. 18. Flamebearer. You open one of the shelves and you move some boxes around in there. And you see at the back there is quite a fancy little contraption against the back of the table, which appears to be built against the wall. It does look like there is a lever that you can activate.
Alright.
Alright, fellas. I believe I found the mechanism. Do we want to
Alright.
go in?
I think so. I'll put out my torch. Those of you with torches should hide around this corner. Natsuka and I'll go ahead. We're the stealthy ones.
So you're moving your torch? Hang on, I need to get to you to do that.
Yeah. It's a shame you're removing my torch. I kind of like the layered effect that I get when both the Armadas and my stealth symbols are up.
It looks pretty cool, yeah.
Alright, pull the lever.
Okay, I'm pulling the lever. As Aylmer asked me to.
Is this some sort of library?
You come into a place, clean, white marble, rich, dark furniture, many books. Not ancient. At least you can tell it gets usage. Currently dark and quiet.
Satsuka, with your unfailing internal clock, what time of day is it?
That is a good question.
It's a great question. What time did you guys come down here?
It's another good question.
We came down mid-morning, because the first thing we did in the day
Oh
was
yes,
the riot.
riots. Dum. Satsuka, give me a survival check. Or nature.
Survival or nature?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do nature. 21.
21. You think it is mid-afternoon.
I'd say probably around mid-afternoon at this point.
Alright, the riots will still be ongoing. I'm gonna step up into this place and see if what I can see.
1 sec. This place has different music. I can find it.
I have about 5 minutes left, Trajan.
You have 5 minutes left. The music is ready.
Alright,
Good thing you changed the music. We can listen to the entire OST shortly.
Is that daylight?
No.
I'm gonna send a martyr up ahead.
Sure.
Is that a descending staircase?
That is ascending. That is very close. I'm going to roll.
I was just trying to see the staircase better. but-
Doesn't matter. If you're there, you're there. In a dungeon. Doesn't seem to have noticed.
Alright. I'm gonna peek around this corner. Just peek. I don't want to actually full on step around the corner. Is that okay?
Yep, just give me a little stealth check for that maneuver. Thanks, Ray.
23.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna assume I get that vision. That's a tribunus, isn't it?
Looks like it, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna step back to my colleague over here. I think we're in the Institute. There's a tribunus with a torch in this library too.
Lantern.
Lantern. Yes. It makes me wonder where we are. Is this like the banned books archive? If so, we might just find ether turging on a shelf here.
It is true. I'm not entirely sure where we are, though.
Could I pick a book up off the shelf at random and just look at it, what it's called and what it's about?
Sure.
Do you want me to roll a D1000, and if I get 1,000, it's just ether turging? We can leave.
It is not ether turgid, I can tell you that. Roll a D100 should do.
11.
11. You find a book called Pagan Blasphemy. It
Charming.
could belong in the Institute. It could also belong under the Red Temple. Could also belong in someone's private collection. Though if this is a private collection, this person is filthy rich.
I take one off and have a look at it.
Okay. I see what's going on here. Roll a D100. 97. Words of the Waves.
Can I skim through it quickly and just get a general idea of what it's
You open it, it looks like poetry.
I close it and put it back.
Okay.
I wouldn't think this is the Forbidden Archives from the book I've...
Now, do you know maybe his poetry was just that criminal? Maybe it's the ultimate book of love poetry. Maybe you could finally talk to Caleb. That last line is non-canon.
Well,
Can I peek around this corner again? If you want me to roll again, I will. But if I can use my stealth door from before, is he facing away from this direction? Or
He's
is he
facing you.
toward... Okay,
Back to the shelf.
back to the shelf,
Mm-hmm. Like a good guard.
like a good guard.
Good God.
I'm just gonna step and look down here.
Mm-hmm.
This is an ascending staircase.
No. That staircase goes down.
Okay.
Look how close you are. Referring to the stream.
What if we held hands, person through the wall whose token I can see the edge of?
That's Alina.
No. You can't see me through the wall.
Elmer just proceeds to punch a hole through the wall to hold Alina's hand.
Bam.
Aylmar
What if we-
ignores cover. Remember,
Alina's script is dead.
Alright. We have to figure out a way around this place, Satsuka. There's a tribunus there, and I don't know what we can do to move him because there's more books over there, and I've seen it, and I found another descending staircase which we should check out. But at the same time, we shouldn't. Actually, that's what we should do before we go. Satsuka, come with me. Help me search this area to see if there's a way to shut the door.
Alright. Satsuka will help
Investigation.
look around.
With advantage. 15.
15. Now that you have seen how this door operates, this is your classic. This book operates the door.
Alright. Let's go back out and tell the others what we found and where we've come out. Okay?
Alright.
Flamebearer, could you shut the door again, please?
sure. Alright, I'm gonna pull the lever. I'm pulling it, Trajan.
Yep, it is closed.
Alright. It leads into what looks like a big set of library archives. We pulled a couple of the books, and it looks like it's fairly... I got a book called Pagan Blasphemy, and Satsuka got a book of poetry called Wave Song or whatever. But we think it's the Institute. There's a tribunus on guard in there. It's dark in there, but the tribunus has a lantern. There's also a method of closing the door from inside the archive by pulling the right book. So if we go in there, we don't have to leave someone to operate the door for us. And that's my time, I'm afraid.
Sure. And Elmar just ascends through the ceiling. We're probably going to leave the session here then, because this is quite a tricky operation and we're down 2 people. So this is where we're going to call it for today. Hello, Killjoy. First time chat. Welcome.
Oh.
Okay. We're going to end it here. Thanks for coming, everyone. We'll see you hopefully next week or something like that. Don't forget to follow and all that fun stuff. And remember, we're on the same side.